Hello people of Earth, it's your pal the Orbital Outcast, Rad Gnarly, coming away with another low-key broadcast. Today is Thursday, and you know what that means. 3 exciting hours of GWA action, including our first tournament in Fire Pro Wrestling World. But first I'd like to say hello to everyone in chat or checking us out on VOD. No matter where or when you happen to be in this great big old world of ours, happy to have you with us, and hope the day finds you well. Okay, let's get straight to the action. I took the liberty of pre-booking this one, so we can sort of skip right to it. Yeah, I booked it. I just need to double check here. Yes, I already did the merchandise order. Everything is ready to just proceed. We hired someone, but that's going to be a secret until next month's show. They did not get all their paperwork finished in time to be a part of the following event, which is, for the first time ever in our company's history, a one-night tournament. Look at that! Woo! Slight change to the screen. There it is. As you can see, the winners will be crowned the first ever GWA 6-person tag team champions. Each of the 3 stables was represented, and the other 5 teams were filled by asking roster members if they wanted to participate. Those that said yes were chosen lethal lottery style to make up teams. Everyone was given a chance to have one veto, and no one chose to exercise that, so everyone seemed to be pretty happy with how things had shaken out. So we had no sort of bad blood in between any of these teams, so we're gonna just have a good sporting tournament here, as far as I can understand it. I'm sure some of the existing groups might have dirtier tactics than others. I see Thomas Walker is part of the industry team, so we'll be seeing them later. All right, everything else is set. We set the match rules earlier. This was nice because I only had to set this once when I booked this tournament, which is pretty cool. So I have the speed correctly. Yeah, I can't change any of this. It would be cool if I could. I made sure to turn criticals off. I thought that was a nice step. I don't want any like real bad injuries. We got some people that are a bit beat up anyways, but I feel in 6-man tags maybe they'll be okay. Mind you, in a grueling one-night tournament, who knows? Cut play is still on. DQ, of course, is on. Outside is still no man's land, no person's land, no land at all. Rope breaks, absolutely. They'll play key factor. Okay, so the name of the game is going to be pinfalls in your team's corner, and making sure that your opponents can't make it to the ring. Let's head to the ring for a first round matchup, and I can introduce the teams as they make their entrance. Let me get this out of the way. Woo! Introducing first, representing Dragon Dojo at a total combined weight of 721 pounds. Walter, Johnny Gargano, and Daichi Hashimoto. Oh, look how fun this is. As you can see, our senior official now, Mr. Bigfoot. Honored to be in charge of this one-night event. And their opponents, randomly thrown together at a total combined weight of 583 pounds. Please welcome Shinsuke Nakamura, Rey Mysterio, and Darby Allin. This is fun. Woo! What an interesting team this is. Going up against one of our factions being represented here. And we are underway. Winner take all, one-night tournament, 8 teams entered. Winners walk away with, I'm told, a good 100,000 to split between them, and those shiny brand new 6-person tag team belts. Tag in there to Gargano. Maybe he'll be a better matchup for Darby Allin, who has been perplexing Daichi Hashimoto to this point. Darby, no fear whatsoever. Full speed ahead. Getting locked in the Gargano escape early. Just sort of taunting. his opponents, who quickly come to his aid. Ooh, and a double team there. Gargano eats a powerbomb and quickly tags out to Walter. Alan likewise makes a tag out to Rey Mysterio. Interesting proceedings thus far. Both teams be definitely feeling each other out. Period. I don't know how much experience Rey Mysterio, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Darby Allin have had on the same side of battles. Well, the Dragon Dojo trains together and has made frequent tags, and we've seen all three members already. Roll up there. No count from Mr. Bigfoot. Dork Chop, great to see you, sir. Welcome to the first matchup in the first round of our 6-person Tag Team Championship tournament. Oh, quick one count there. Walter on Rey Mysterio, who tags out to their randomly chosen partner, Shinsuke Nakamura. We have our 3 factions being represented. As you can see, Dragon Dojo is here in our first match. And the other 5 slots of this 8-team tournament were filled lethal lottery style from willing participants from the locker room. We just put a sign-up sheet back there and whoever was willing. And I gotta tell you, some pretty big names coming up. I turned on entrances, so in this first round, I can introduce everybody. These two no strangers to one another. Hashimoto, though, quick to make a tag out to Gargano there, trying to mix things up. Shake Nakamura off his game. The luxury of a 6-person tag. More options on the outside. Some more fighting styles to mix against more fighting styles. Size differentials. A lot of factors can come into play in a matchup like this. Gargano now hell-bent on locking in that Gargano escape on every opponent he's across that ring from as quickly as possible, regardless of the ring positioning. Oh, I thought he might be going forward again. Now we're back to Gargano and Allin. Had this in the early going. Oh. Back and forth they go. Pretty even matchup there. Code red from Allin. Got him in the right corner. 2.9, almost got him there. Things starting to heat up in the first match of the afternoon. Gargano now creates some space to make a tag out to teammate Hashimoto. Nice double team suplex there, moving Darby Allin closer to the proper corner. Good work by Dragon Dojo there. Oh, nice leg lariat from Daichi. Oh, Allin able to slip through though. Makes a tag out to Rey. We've often called him the best counter wrestler, probably the history of the industry.
10 minutes gone.
See some of that on display already as he's quick to counter Hashimoto. And again into a roll-up. Just one. Says senior referee Mr. Bigfoot. That's right, we've made it official. After 4 months of solid service, Mr. Bigfoot has been promoted to senior referee here in the GWA. And we're happy to have them. Walter now. David and Goliath match up against Rey Mysterio, but that actually plays into Rey's favor in a lot of ways. Walter, though, it's like fighting a stone golem that just was programmed to wrestle and hurt people. You know what I mean? Like, he might as well be a brick wall. Or that pyramid character from Kinnikuman, whose name escapes me at the moment. Sunshine. A solid mass is Walter. As you can see, he throws everything he has into every strike. It's like Dragon Dojo's pretty excited about this Shinsuke Hashimoto matchup, and why wouldn't they be with a dangerous DDT there in the right corner? Oh, just a 2. Thought that might have been it. Hashimoto now, wrong part of town, trying to keep the fight and the offensive advantage up against Nakamura, who counters. Too close to the ropes though. Walter had something to say about it. had to vacate the ring before being disqualified. Hashimoto now. And Nakamura both tagging out. And we're back to Gargano and Allen. This might make an exciting singles contest at some point. But so far, Gargano is content to punish his opponent with the Gargano escape. Oh, what an interesting tactic, locking it right back on. Everyone's got to tag out before they can help out again. Almost successful there from Gargano, and quick into a Northern Light suplex. Gargano trying to take fast advantage of actually being in the wrong corner. I've never seen that strategy before. Interesting work there from Johnny. Counters the head scissor and a great power bomb. Oh, that might have been it as well. Allen hangs on though. Amazing resilience from the former champ. The former world champ, Darby Allin, that's right. What an amazing run he had just earlier this year. Back into the escape though. And that is it. The run may be over after that backdrop driver, and Johnny Gargano eliminates Darby Allin's team just like that. Wow. Well, that had been the third or fourth time he'd thrown it on in the matchup. Yeah, the Dragon Dojo wanted that matchup for a reason, and you can see the results there. Darby Allin, I don't even think he tapped. I think he passed out. And we have our first team moving on to round 2. Dragon Dojo, staying strong. Coming up next, though, I don't quite know. Let me look at my sheet. Okay. Oh, okay, I'll be able to do this now. I got them all numbered. I gotta introduce them as they're coming out now. Introducing first at a total combined weight of 564 pounds. Please welcome Naomichi Marufuji, Toni Storm, and Will Ospreay. What a team this is. Very interesting. I tried to as best I could as these teams were unveiled during the random process. Match their gear as best I could. So here's more of a red, black, and gold motif. Oh, some booze there. And their opponents, representing the industry at a total combined weight of 765 pounds, Matt Robinson, Thomas Walker, and David Houston. Oh, what an interesting theme song. Makes me want to salsa. Oh, cool. I've never seen these poses before either. Once again, the referee of note, Mr. Bigfoot, and we're underway. Toni Storm and David Houston starting for their squads. Hello there, Glint. Nice to see you. Hope you're having a nice day. David Houston, Matt Robinson, and Thomas Walker there in the purple you can see in the corner of your screen. Representing the industry. They claim they are the pillars of the GWA, being the only remaining originally created Fire Pro Wrestling World characters to populate our roster. Everyone else has a real-life counterpart. This is on PC. I'm playing, thanks to the generosity of the Steam community, about 90% of the real-world edits credited to a user called The Avenger 3. I've been able to get about 700 real wrestlers into this wrestling universe, of which I am one promoter of many. And here we are in a one-night tournament to crown our very first 6-person tag team champions. As you see, Thomas Walker now, the dirtiest fighter in all of GWA, trying to match up against Will Ospreay. As always, oh, thank you very much for the follow, Glenn. I appreciate that. As always, there are no disqualifications in the GWA, but you do have a 5 count in the ring, and Thomas Walker will take full advantage of that. With a fork, he always manages to sneak into his matches. You really have to be more careful about that, as you see him applying a choke now to veteran Puroresu wrestler Naomichi Marufuji, international superstar, now plying their trade for the GWA, the Gnarly Wrestling Isle. That's right, all 3 letters of the GWA. And all 3 words, that is, starting with a silent letter, in honor of the founder, me, Rad Gnarly, the Silent G. Oh, Matt Robinson tagged into the match now. You know he likes to throw strikes, and he'll be looking for that pedigree. Naomichi Marufuji, of course, be looking for the Shiranui out of the corner, or possibly an Emerald Frozen. Matt Robinson, one of the best performers in GWA, puts on classic matchup after classic matchup. Unfortunately, often on the losing end of things, much to his chagrin. Bit of a chip on his shoulder built in recent months because of it. But since hooking up with the industry, more success, or some success, has been coming his way. We'll see if that can continue. As 3/4 of the faction try to fight their way through. 7 other teams, now 6 that one has been eliminated, to be crowned the first ever 6-person tag team champions in GWA history. And what an honor it's going to be, as we had mentioned earlier. $100,000 to the winning team to do with as they please. I guess they could split it 3 ways, or that's up to them. And of course is thanks for our sponsors, Thick Rick, Shiroku Mart. We have Jumbo Mart up in the corner there. And of course, Yanni Travel, as you see the Robinson special from Ospreay, but Walker quick to pop back up there. Things starting to heat up in a big way with a front flipping DDT out of Ospreay, but into the wrong part of town again. Smartly throws his opponent into his corner and makes the tag to Tony Storm. Excellent tag team wrestling psychology there out of Will Ospreay. This gets the fresh opponent in. Sorry, fresh partner in against his opponent. Unfortunately, Tony Storm not able to take advantage. Thomas Walker able to tag out to David Houston, who started the match in this predicament. Big splash there. 2. Oh, almost got it done. Ospreay wasn't in time to make the save, but luckily Tony Storm just got the shoulder up. And now Storm and Houston trading blows. Big headbutt from Tony Storm allows her to make the tag back into Will Ospreay. Marufuji, I guess, just sort of being ring general from the apron. Calling the shots in Japanese from the outside. Matt Robinson back in now. He's happy to trade blows, as we said. Got a figure 4 on Ospreay. Smart strategy to try to take the legs out of the young man. Powerful though they are. And oh no! Now he's out to the floor where there are no countouts and no disqualifications. This is as close as we can get to brawling in the crowd, and so things are going to get wild to see now all 6 competitors in a big brawl now. The action almost too fast and furious to count. To account for. Oh, as you see a big pedigree there from Robinson to Ospreay. I saw that among the melee. Tony Storm getting double teamed there. Amazing impact from Houston to Marufuji. Looks like the industry is putting their stamp on things at the outside of the ring. Oh no, a pedigree for Tony Storm now. As you see their opponents trying to fight back into things and get their way back into the ring, and now the fork comes into play. In the top right of your screen, it's Matt Robinson just taunting Marufuji as he's stabbed to the forehead by Thomas Walker. Such a vicious attack. Can't wait until his contract expires. I'll do everything in my power to make sure he doesn't get re-signed. And I don't care how biased that makes me as a commentator and official here in the company. David Houston out of the corner, the beautiful moonsault! Just a 2 against Will Ospreay. This makeshift team of Marufuji, Storm, and Ospreay has got to do a lot to counter the clockwork offense, the teamwork of the industry. Oh my gosh, and just like that, Ospreay with a seated sort of rings of Saturn. I think David Houston may have had a shoulder injury that was undisclosed. I don't know, but David Houston taps out. And the industry is eliminated in the first round in what has to be considered an upset. Amazing. Will Ospreay, Tony Storm, and Marufuji advancing. David Houston tapping out to an arm breaker. Oh my goodness gracious me. I can't imagine that his stablemates will have very kind words for him in the locker room or the showers after the matchup. Gracious. Coming up next, though, we're rolling on. Hang on. Let me see who's eliminated here. They're done. And they're done, which is wild to me, but that's okay. Coming up next, we're rolling on with the first round. Let me check my notes to see if I can get these people squared away before they come out. Now, let me just call as I see them. There we go. At a total combined weight of 800 pounds even, Shane Taylor, Roman Reigns, and Mustafa Ali. What a formidable trio this is. And as I said, I tried to match up their gear as best I could from amongst the edits I have. These gentlemen went for body covering and in as much black as possible. Looks good on them, I gotta say. Look, they're here. Look, they're a unit. And speaking of, here's an interesting combination. Weighing in 576 pounds, Xavier Woods, Solo Darling, and Luchasaurus. See, they've gone for sort of a gold motif. Gold and purple in some places, gold and green in others. Look at all their fun poses. Once again, the referee of note, senior official here in the GWA, Mr. Bigfoot. Starting us off, Solo Darling wanted to be in there. Shane Taylor, that's an interesting matchup. Power versus, not quite as much power, but still, pound for pound. Still a very powerful athlete. He's Solo Darling. Juice, good to see you, sir. You are, in fact, here for the third of 4 first-round matches in a one-night, 6-person tournament to crown our very first GWA 6-person tag team champions. We couldn't be happier to have you. We have our factions represented, and the rest of the teams have been filled by willing participants in a lethal lottery style. So they're making do as best they can. With the partners they've been given, Mr. Bigfoot in position there for a quick 2 count. As you see Shane Taylor's partners, confident they could kick out of Xavier Woods' elbow there. Xavier Woods straight back onto the attack. Shane Taylor now, quick tag out to your GWA World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns. Big assisted powerbomb there. Xavier Woods tagging out the power of his team, Luchasaurus. Smart strategy there. I think that was just the lottery. Lethal Lottery was an old WCW gimmick, where they pull people's names out at quote-unquote random. Much like I've done today. Roman Reigns off the ropes and big mountain bomb there to Luchasaurus. Not intimidated at all by the size of the big old dinosaur, though he might be being bowled over there into a pin, but a no count, says referee Mr. Bigfoot. Roman Reigns makes a tag out to the most fightingest and winningest champion in our history. A record for 8 solid defenses of the Stardom Championship for Mustafa Ali. Quite the pedigree of champions on the side. Roman Reigns, current champion. Mustafa Ali, a venerated champion here in the league. And Shane Taylor certainly has had a lot of championship opportunities, yet to taste gold. Solo door in there with a quick boot to the midsection and a rabid Wolverine style clothesline. A crippling clothesline. A Calgary clothesline. Quick roll up there, but unfortunately no longer the legal participants, as we're now down or back to Roman Reigns and Xavier Woods. No strangers to one another, having competed in rings in other companies across the globe. Woods there was trying to work Reigns to the outside. Would have been in the wrong part of town, but not a bad strategy to get out there in no man's land, where anything goes. A couple of double underhook, belly to bellies. Trio of them now from Roman Reigns, displaying his power, just waiting for Woods to get up at this point. Oh, nope, thought he had him dazed. Had him set up for the spear there, was not to be. Excellent counter wrestling though, as he gets Woods off the ropes that time. Luchasaurus though. Fresh person in, quickly into a cover. Hello there, SSD Ninja. Thanks for the lurk. Happy to see you as always.
10 minutes gone.
Exploder out of the corner. And Roman Reigns tagging into Mustafa Ali. Interestingly, Roman's team likes this Mustafa Ali Luchasaurus matchup. Though we're going to get a bit of a Donnybrook now. Luchasaurus is outside of the ring. No, surprisingly, the teams are holding it together better than I thought they would. We are quickly back to our legal participants. And the fight continues. And if you find yourself fighting for clothing, because you might be the plus size variety, 450 to the back there as he rolls him over. Too close to the ropes though, too close to the wrong corner as well. Luchasaurus quick to make a tag to Xavier Woods. As I was saying, if you find yourself fighting for fashion, with the plus size variety, give Thick Rick a try. Thick Rick will do the trick. Mustafa Ali smartly tags out to GWA champion Roman Reigns. Ooh, got Woods in the corner though. Counter by Woods. Brainbuster to the champion. Impressive offense there. Oh, it just seems to have angered him as Woods quickly retreats. Tags in Solo Darling now. Solo Darling and Roman Reigns about to trade blows. Nope. Quick tilt-a-whirl slam from Roman Reigns. Darling slowing things down with a headlock takeover. Don't know if she's quite ready to compete at this level. But as I said, here they go, just trading shots. Roman Reigns getting the better of that exchange. Off the ropes they go. Roman ducks. Steals the X Factor out of Solo Darling's playbook. Then tags in Shane Taylor. Quickly, Solo Darling tags out to Xavier Woods so they can execute a beautiful double team powerbomb on Shane Taylor. Back and forth the action here smartly. Taylor working Woods back into his team's corner. Oh. Soul food from Woods there. Both back up at the same time, but Taylor dazed into a roll-up. Mustafa Ali able to break up that pin attempt at the center of the ring. I almost said center ice. In the middle of the ring. Oh, Roman Reigns back legal again. Smart tags here from his team, taking advantage of having their opponent down and out in the proper positioning. Trying to find that secret combination and that finishing blow that'll put the other team down and advance their cause towards these 6-person belts. Now things too crazy to call at the moment. As you see Roman Reigns fending off a double team attack. Meanwhile outside the ring, Xavier Woods doing his best to fend off Shane Taylor. Mustafa Ali Xavier Woods and Roman Reigns, temporarily the legal participants. Oh, didn't get the timing right there. Roman Reigns and Solo Darling legal now. Reigns tags out to Shane Taylor as we're trying to get things back sorted in proper order here in this tag match. Broke down a bit there. Shooter Nui, oh no! Sort of a Dudley Dog or a Stratisfaction out of the corner there from Solo Darling. Shane Taylor though shrugging it off and getting the tag into Roman Reigns. Reigns sends Solo into the corner now. Darling reverses. Oh, big spine buster from Roman Reigns. Eats some kicks to the midsection. Chest protector should help with that. Oh, and a huge uppercut there. Levels Darling off the ropes now. Superman punch to the back of the head. Spinning neckbreaker there from Darling into a cover, but she must be dazed because she is in the wrong part of town in a big bad way. And even Xavier Woods can't help her, though it does give her enough time to tag in Luchasaurus, who's now legal against Roman Reigns. Luchasaurus met with a big old spine buster, dragged away from the ropes. Reigns not intimidated at all. Gets put down with a suplex, as both of these big men are going to slug it out. suplexing each other back and forth. Across the ring they go. Once again, Roman Reigns quick to make that tag to Ali once Luchasaurus is in the matchup. 054 in the right corner! Got him! And that must be why, because just like that, smart tag, Ali fast enough to hit his finish, and the team of Roman Reigns, Shane Taylor, and Mustafa Ali eliminate Xavier Woods, Solo Darling, and Luchasaurus. Excellent execution of a finish after that quick tag. That was secretly and not so secretly what Roman's team was sort of working towards half the match. They must have had a game plan for each opponent. And when Luchasaurus was in the ring, they felt Ali was their best matchup. Okay, eliminated those guys. And this is always fun because I don't remember who I put on the teams until they come out. Coming up next, at a total combined weight of 665 pounds, the team of Zeus, Scorpio Sky, and Cash Wheeler. Cash, of course, being your Stardom champion represented here in this team. Juice, you are more than welcome to petition the GWA officials to assign a singles match between Luchasaurus and Mustafa Ali. Let's see how they would fare one-on-one. I'd be interested in seeing it. Their opponents representing Demon Club at a total combined weight of 757 pounds, Doc Gallows, Finn Balor, and Bronson Reed. Garoo! As they do their fun poses. Once again, the referee of note, GWA senior official Mr. Bigfoot. Bronson Reed starting things out with Scorpio Sky now. Quick take out to Zeus after Scorpio Sky sampled a bit of Bronson Reed's power. Over with a brute force matchup now. Bronson Reed all too happy to just slug it out. Can say the same for Doc Gallows though. 2/3 of that team doesn't like to work too long. In that they give it their all and are usually a bit pooped by about the 15-minute mark at most. Finn Balor, on the other hand, on the Demon Club side, could probably wrestle this thing by himself for a good 90 minutes. See some great double teamwork there. As we got some fresh competitors in the matchup. We're seeing Cash Wheeler there, as we said, the Stardom champion, up against Finn Balor, who has shed their demon persona at the moment. He's taking a more serious approach here, or perhaps a more lackadaisical approach, depending on your look at things, to the 6-person tag team championship tournament. As it is a grueling one-night affair, perhaps potential of 4 matches with a bunch of body paint running into your eyes. Not the most exciting thoughts, so Finn Balor sparing himself that ordeal. Cash Wheeler would be perfectly comfortable in probably the past 5 decades of wrestling. A reliable style, let's call it. Tried and true. Nothing flashy or fancy. He just works hard with what he has. As you see now, all 6 participants in the corner here, where anything goes on the floor, or no disqualifications and no countouts. So until we get the legal participants back, this is just a mad brawl. As you could see, DDTs being thrown, punches being thrown, a neck breaker there. In the ring we have Cash Wheeler contending with Doc Gallows. Nope, thrown back outside. Finn Balor likes what he sees. Oh, cross the knee there for Cash Wheeler. As we've descended once again into chaos. That's right. Snap into a thick Rick. It is actually a meat sponsor, even though I like to pretend it's also a big and tall person's clothing store. Get your meat sticks and everything for your closet. Thick Rick. Oh, Bronson Reed, I see, bringing a chair into the proceedings. As Finn Balor looks on in the ring in glee as what his two partners are able to do against their three opponents at the moment. Doc Gallows, you see there fending off both Cash and Sky. We got Zeus back into the ring, but they're not the legal person. Doc follows them. I believe we're waiting for Cash Wheeler here, but Gallows pulled a Scorpio Sky, and Zeus gets caught with a drop kick to the back of the head from Finn Balor. What great work here to the Demon Club. Okay, now things should settle down as Cash and Finn are back inside. Goodness gracious me. Oh, stiff enziguri to the side of the head there. Able to make the tag to Zeus. As we're down to Zeus and Doc Gallows. The Mucho Man? Yeah. Muy bueno, says the Mucho Man. Oy vey, snap into a thick Rick. Oh, jackhammer coming up here. Pretty decent ring positioning. No. Finn Balor able to make the save at 2. Oh, Uncle Slam there to Cash Wheeler. Scorpio Sky was on the receiving end of a double team in the midst of that as well. Zeus now flips him inside out with a vicious clothesline. Gallows trying to find his way back onto an even playing field so he can make that tag. Sometimes all it takes is a shot or two to disorient your opponent. As you can see Zeus there, taking it to Scorpio Sky. Shook off that double team. Throwing Doc to the outside, being the sacrificial lamb in the ring, so Doc can potentially be double teamed on the corner. Eats a choke slam. TKO to Finn Balor inside. Scorpio not doing too badly. Spoke too soon though. Gets leveled by Bronson Reed. Meanwhile, outside, Doc Gallows leveled by Zeus. TKO now to Bronson. And another one. Oh no, gut check time for Finn Balor. All right, as we're back to Doc tagged in Finn. Now we have Finn and Sky as our legal combatants. Even I get confused sometimes until things settle out. 1916 right in the corner. Drags him away from the ropes just to be sure and into the cover. Reed and Doc to block. And just like that, Demon Club advancing to the second round. Woo! Finn Balor with his finish, the 1916 leading to the pinfall. And an exciting end to the first round of action. Now let's see who has what left. Cool, so we have 2 factions left and 2 makeshift teams left. Coming up next, our first semi-final matchup, the Dragon Dojo team versus the Osprey Storm Marufuji team, I think. If I got this right. Introducing first, once again at a combined weight of 721 pounds, Johnny Gargano, Daichi Hashimoto, and Walter Dragon Dojo. Woo! These people doing a slow walk to the ring and then posing. Pose 1. The pose 2, the pose 3. Whee! And their opponents at a total combined weight of 564 pounds. Toni Storm, Will Ospreay, and Naomichi Marufuji. Throw up those horns. Senior official, Mr. Bigfoot. They're underway and they're starting fast and furious. Hashimoto looking to make short work of Toni Storm here in this one-night tournament. You gotta think. what damage was sustained in previous matchups. How much time have you had to... You don't necessarily want to cool back down, but you don't want to stiffen up. You know? So you have to sort of keep the blood pumping back there and sort of deal with the mounting punishment over the course of the evening. As you see now, we have Marufuji and Walter matched up. This could headline... I was going to say Tokyo Dome, but let's say Budokan. Nippon Budokan. And perhaps we'll get there one day. But for now, they're both part of teams contending for the first... to be crowned the first 6-person tag team champions here in the GWA and split a prize of $100,000 for the team. I suppose in the case of the factions, where 3 or 4 members are represented, they might split it 4 ways, but for the makeshift teams here, they can do with it as they please. I assume splitting it evenly, as much as they can. There might be a penny left over. Oh, Walter leaving Marufuji with some chops to remember him by as he tags into Gargano. Gargano, though, letting Marufuji slip to his corner to tag in Will Ospreay. This is an interesting matchup I wouldn't mind seeing one-on-one. Gargano and Ospreay now. Oh, both missing wildly there with a pair of kicks. Drop and front. Back to the center of the ring here. Gargano seems to be trying to lure Ospreay into his side of the ring. And just trading blows. Ospreay getting the better of that. Gargano quick to maneuver to a different part of the ring, but is being dragged into Ospreay's corner now. No. Able to escape and make the tag. Get the fresh person in. Dumping Ospreay to the outside. Oh, a bit of sportsmanship from both teams there as we didn't descend quickly into a brawl. Perhaps they're a little banged up from seeing teams attempt that in the first round. Emotional, mental scarring as well as the physical toll. Why risk it? Nice mule kick escape there from Marufuji. Doesn't opt to make the tag quite yet. Hashimoto the quick suplex. Actually aids Marufuji as he rolls through and tags out to Will Ospreay. Sort of the workhorse for his team. Why wouldn't he be? Phenomenal athlete is Will Ospreay. Iffy human being. Phenomenal athlete. Oh, straight shot there for Hashimoto on his way out. As we're back to Gargano and Ospreay, who hits a Robinson special on Johnny Wrestling. Pulls it up with a big body slam. Gargano counters with a DDT to try to even things out. And we're back to square one. Gargano now. Trying to press the advantage, but no. Another quick counter. Back and forth we go between these two gentlemen. Oh, elevated reverse DDT. Putting some stank on it. Into the Stormbreaker, center of the ring. Deep leg hook, but too close to the Dragon Dojo corner. As Hashimoto is in quickly to break up that pin attempt. Beagle Boy, thank you kindly for the follow. I appreciate that. Thanks for joining us. Here for second round action of the GWA 6-person Tag Team Championship Tournament. As you see Walter there dumped to the outside, it looked like Marufuji just wanted to create some space to make a tag out, but the rules dictated that he'd be able to have his partners would be able to come into the ring to help him. Put Marufuji in that predicament where he was on the unfortunate receiving end of that sleeper. Mr. Bigfoot, aka Sasquatch, is refereeing because they've proven themselves to be a fair and just official. They've been refereeing for about 6 months worth of cards now for us, and they've been doing a bang-up job. So they earned themselves a job. That's why they're refereeing. Oh, he was almost over there. We got Walter and Ospreay, who I'm sure have fought each other all over Europe. Ospreay there trying to create some space, but also more than willing to bring the fight to 2 of his opponents at once. Perhaps he didn't know who the legal person was. Turned out to be Daichi Hashimoto. Oh, Will Ospreay with a big kick to the face of Daichi there. Tags out to Tony Storm. Hashimoto counters with a suplex. I don't think he realizes Tony Storm is legal. He knows now, and he's in for a fight. Oh, a big chop across the chest there from Hashimoto. Drops Storm and allows him to tag out Johnny Gargano. Gargano and Storm now. Tries for Northern Lights. Countered into a DDT. Gets the Northern Lights this time. Oh, unable to break up the pin, but Tony Storm able to still get out at 2.9. Into a Tiger Driver there. 2. Broken up by Daichi. Dragon Dojo fights on. Gargano with a head scissor takeover to Storm. Tags into his savior there. Daichi Hashimoto, son of legendary New Japan Pro Wrestling star Shinya Hashimoto, getting covered there. Just a 2 count, says Mr. Bigfoot. Kick to the back of the head of Tony Storm. Armbar now. Going for a submission win here in the second round. Not an unwise move when you consider the amount of punishment all 6 participants have taken up to now, and it's only going to get worse for the team that wins. Oh, Infected, thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you to say. Off the ropes with the Shining Wizard, but too close to Ospreay's team's corner. I'm trying to claim ownership for any one of the 3 members, but he was the first person I looked at when I was trying to name the team. Now the Dragon Dojo here tags up. Walter fresh in against Marufuji once again. Big backdrop coming up. Big meaty suplex there from Walter. Oh, and a rear naked choke. This could do it. Sasquatch in position. They're unable to break it. Marufuji's got to fight out of this or it's over. Oh, and he does. Able to tag out to Ospreay, who smartly gets back to his corner. Oh, and immediately eats a lariat. Oh, wow, that's the first time I've been compared to the Professor. That's, I'm blushing. Thank you very much. Oh, steals his opponent's finish. Big powerbomb out of Ospreay. Got him folded up. And he's got the pin. Dragon Dojo. Another stable falls in pursuit of the 6-person tag team championships. Another upset. Wow. As Dragon Dojo is eliminated and Ospreay, Tony Storm, and Marufuji move on. That was cool. Steals Walter's finish and folds him up. The gall. In our others. Oh, going through to the final 2. So that means Ospreay, Tony Storm, and Marufuji have a chance at the gold. Coming up next, we're going to find out who they face for that opportunity. Ooh, as only 1 stable is left standing, and the rest of these Lethal Lottery participants are doing quite well. First, though, let me introduce to you at a total combined weight of 800 pounds, Roman Reigns, Shane Taylor, and Mustafa Ali. This team, as we mentioned, featuring your GWA World Heavyweight Champion, Roman Reigns. Good Lord. I would not want to stand across the ring from either of these squads, as their opponents, weighing in at 757 pounds, representing Demon Club, Bronson Reed, Doc Gallows, and Finn Balor. I don't have anybody's real theme because I don't want to get the VODs muted or in any sort of trouble. Or I don't want maybe WWE asking for a portion of whatever proceeds I don't even make. Anyway, here we are. As we got some beefy boys. Some thick lads in there now. The absolute size of these units. Referee included. As Shane Taylor squaring off with Bronson Reed. Mr. Bigfoot is in charge of keeping track of this one. Off the ropes there. Oh, big Vader attack. What? Oh. Thought he might have had him early. No count, says senior official, Mr. Bigfoot. Mr. Bigfoot. Oh, Finn Balor asking to be tagged in now, the leader of the Demon Club. Not going to back down from anyone that he's across the ring with. And set an example for his troops, Doc Gallows and Bronson Reed. Sitting there with a relative newcomer and, I don't want to say baby monster, but Shane Taylor, certainly a newcomer and a powerhouse here in the GWA, has shown incredible resilience in some wars with Zeus, and I believe Bronson Reed one-on-one. Had some great battles, which acquitted themselves quite well. As we said, yet to taste any sort of gold here in the league, but perhaps their luck will change, being teamed with a long-running champion, Mustafa Ali, who held the Stardom title for almost a year. 9 months, I believe. And Roman Reigns, who's our current GWA champion. Yeah, speaking of in real life, I mean, it was kind of dumb of the two of them to break each other's faces during that title match, but sure. It is dumb of him to have jaw surgery after shattering it in 2 places during a wrestling match. Don't hit your opponent so hard. It's the Rassles. Anyway. They're working too hard to compete with AEW as trying to be like the Wrestle show, and it's taken its toll on their roster already. Meanwhile, back to local matters here in the GWA. Doc Gallows in there with Roman Reigns. Interesting one-on-one confrontation this would be. Don't know quite whom is worthy or whom Roman Reigns deems worthy of a GWA championship shot. We'll find out perhaps on our next card. That's right. Oh, big spear off the ropes there, but Doc Gallows shrugs it off. You gotta know they're looking for it. They gotta know they're gonna be wary of it. And they're able to hit a magic killer on the way out of the ring there as he's recouping in the corner. Tags out to Bronson Reed. Roman Reigns just continues the onslaught after shaking off that magic killer, though. Big DDT to Reed now. Now Roman Reigns taking a bit of a breather. Tags in Shane Taylor. Looking for a bit of a double team before he has to exit the ring. No such luck, but the referee's down. Into the corner goes Shane Taylor. Bronson Reed big boot to the corner. Both teams here showing a lot of respect for the official. Waiting for Mr. Bigfoot to recover there. That's appreciated, and I'm sure the crowd appreciates it too. Bronson Reed got to work his way across the ring if he's going to be effective here. Shane Taylor's trying to pin him in that corner. Bronson Reed fights his way up with a big clothesline. Tag out to Finn Balor. Now we got Finn Balor and Roman Reigns are the legal combatants. Big DDT there from your GWA champion. Against the leader of the Demon Club. Roman in the Demon Club's corner. Just gonna slug it out. Trading hands. Finn Balor surprisingly getting the better of Roman Reigns. Oh, perhaps he was playing a bit of possum as he hits a great combo there. Off the ropes now. Duck underneath. Big back body drop. Slams him right on top of the Polar Bear logo of Shiroko Mart for all your convenience store needs. Tags out to Big Doc Gallows. Gonna go with more of a power aspect here against Roman Reigns. Back fist on the way out to the apron though. A little something to remember him by. Off the ropes goes Doc. Big Samoan drop from Reigns. Thought he might be going up for a tag there, but he's fighting on. Such is the determination and heart of your champion. Oh, thinks better of it and tags out now. Gets Doc hit with a double powerbomb on the way out. Mustafa Ali lethal off the top rope with a 450. Almost gets him as you see the blood running down into Mr. Bigfoot's eyes. Still doing an admirable job as referee. Doc Gallows hits a follow-away slam into the corner. Mustafa Ali undaunted. Trading blows now with the big man. Spin kick, and he takes him down. He's got him where he wants him, though. Doc Gallows. Got to work his way somewhere else. Gallows pull, but as we said, all the way away from where he wanted to hit that. And so the pin is easily broken up at 1. Doc Gallows still able to tag out. Bronson Reed and Mustafa Ali, I believe, are legal. Oh, perhaps not. It's Roman Reigns. What a quick... Good Lord. Was that like a sit-out Razor's Edge? I don't know what the actual title for it is, but sit out Razor's Edge. But a Roman Reigns, and then that underhook belly to belly that's been amazingly successful. He throws that with ease against any opponent, regardless of size. Really effective use of his weight. Nice suplex there against Reed, who's up first but dazed. Tried to power through it. Was dizzy when he got up. Roman Reigns plants him back down into the mat. And he's trying to fight his way back. Hits a nice super kick to do it. Off the ropes now. Oh no, into the referee once more. This happened earlier and both teams were pretty respectful about it. Such is the case here. As the fight continues. But that could affect momentum, as now both participants are able to tag their partners. Now we got Finn Balor and Shane Taylor in there. That looks suspiciously like a gallows pole out of Shane Taylor. Oh, Finn Balor thinks this is it. Finn Balor calling his shot, going up top. Coup de grace to Shane Taylor. Got him in the Demon Club corner. 1, 2. No, Shane Taylor kicks out. That's the surprising resilience we're talking about. We didn't think we'd see that out of Shane Taylor before they debuted in the GWA. Surprising us more and more each and every matchup. The heart and tenacity of the big man. 1916 though out of Finn Balor. Into another cover. Shane Taylor again able to escape it too. Elevated DDT. Planted by Finn Balor. Tag out to Doc Gallows. Double powerbomb now. Shane Taylor is in loads of trouble. Thrown out of the ring. This could spell disaster. Demon Club there working a 2-on-1 advantage against Shane Taylor as Doc Gallows is valiantly fending off Roman Reigns and Mustafa Ali, or at least attempting to. You can see Shane Taylor on the floor doing his best to thwart the efforts of Bronson Reed and Finn Balor. Chair comes into play now from Balor. Doc Gallows, the sacrificial lamb for the Demon Club. Trying to make sure they can keep Shane Taylor out of the ring and their 2-on-1 advantage. Well, Shane Taylor's doing his best to make it difficult. It's starting to break down here. If Shane can roll back inside, we can get back to Squaresville. Back to 1-on-1. Oh, what a counter there. Roman realized he didn't have enough space to hit the spear. You see that tilt-a-whirl slam he ended up hitting. Gallows and Shane Taylor slugging it out. These are illegal two combatants, and look at Shane Taylor go. Big clothesline. He tags out to your champion. Finn Balor legal against Roman Reigns. Doc Gallows eats an assisted powerbomb neckbreaker. Now once again trading hands. Boom, big clothesline. Big spinning back fist from Finn. Downs the champion in the Demon Club corner once again. DDT from Roman Reigns. Gotta say, the team of Roman Reigns, Shane Taylor, and Mustafa Ali has been working pretty well since this is their first night teaming together, and we all know how well the Demon Club works. Got him in the corner again, coup de grace! Coup de grace on Roman Reigns! Deep hook of the leg! Roman Reigns kicks out! Off the ropes, Finn Balor with a sling blade! Reigns, huge spine buster! Finn unwilling to give up his offensive advantage. Tags out to Doc Gallows. Let's see what the big man can do. Trying to put Roman Reigns away once and for all. Beautiful. Torture rack into a swinging neck breaker. My favorite part of his offense. Got him in the right part of town. Just a 2. Roman Reigns able to tag out. Interestingly tags Mustafa Ali to match up against Doc Gallows here. Might know something I don't. Oh, a big senton off the ropes after a double powerbomb to Doc. Gallows pull though. Just that quick. Got him. And the Demon Club move on to the finals. What a matchup. Finn Balor and Roman Reigns, you can see they're having words after the conclusion of this one. What might that lead to later on? Okay, so we now have our final set. Oh, by the way, I managed to fill a 40,000 seat arena. I know you didn't see me book anything or anything like that. I dropped the ticket price, so this is only like a $20 thing, because it's like a, I don't know, one-time or whatever event. So we couldn't get our normal $60 ticket price that we've been able to charge, or at least were able to charge last time. We'll see what we can do at the conclusion of this show when we book our next one. But coming up next is the finals of the GWA 6-person Tag Team Championship Tournament here in September of our 3rd year of existence. And we're going to see them crowned here tonight. And as we said, that $100,000 check to be split amongst the winners. Introducing first, weighing in at 564 pounds, the team of Tony Storm, Naomichi Merafuji, and Will Ospreay. I love that. People that created the edits took the time to put in like the shoulder tape and stuff on Merafuji. And their opponents, representing the Demon Club, having just come off that grueling match, weighing in at 757 pounds, Bronson Reed, Doc Gallows, and Finn Balor. Let's see how much these 3 gentlemen have left. Mind you, their opponents only had however long it took for the previous match to occur to rest. For the final time, you see we bandaged him up. The referee of record, Mr. Bigfoot, here in the GWA. As we're starting off hot and heavy with Bronson Reed and Tony Storm. Eager to get things going in a hurry. As you can see, throwing some heavy strikes. Trying to take advantage. Each trying to take advantage of the other. Tony Storm trying to take advantage of how tired and beaten down the Demon Club crew could be, but at the same time, the Demon Club crew still in fighting mode, as you can see there from Bronson Reed, saying he's got plenty left in the tank. Trying to take advantage of the fact that the wait might have been just long enough for the team of Ospreay, Storm, and Merafuji's muscles to have cooled down, a little bit of stiffness to have set in. Maybe their mind is off the game a little bit. You know the Demon Club is focused. They know they're 1 win away, and they just came off a victory and are looking to continue that streak, which is essentially for them 2 straight falls. Big, deep dragon screw from Merafuji there. Veteran of over 20 years of the international wrestling scene, based primarily in Japan, where he is well renowned. Finn Balor, speaking of Japan, got his start there. First drew the attention of the eyes of the world for his work in Japan. Has now, of course, branched out internationally. He's a worldwide star, much like Merafuji is becoming here in the GWA, as he needs an Uncle Slam there from Doc Gallows, who gives him a little something to think about as he turns his attention to Will Ospreay. Beats him down to the mat there. Dark Chat Buddy, thanks for hanging, pal. Enjoy your stream. I assume that's what you're piecing out to do. Gallows now having his way with Will Ospreay. You know, he's here for a good time and not a long time, so Gallows is going to probably look to put all 3 of his opponents away as quickly as possible, especially coming off that semifinal matchup moments ago. Ospreay smartly taking things to the mat. Grinding the Demon Club down might be the way to go. Might happen quicker than you think, given the fatigue of these 3 gentlemen. But we'll see how this thing progresses as Tony Storm is tagged back in to face off one-on-one against Finn Balor. Has this ever happened in a real-life ring? Doc Gallows there quickly tagged in as they want to keep that power advantage on the much smaller Tony Storm. I say, of course, only in comparison. Most people are much smaller than Doc Gallows. Tony Storm, though, fighting from underneath, doing her best, getting a good pin attempt here in the proper corner. Smart strategy. Sound logic there, but didn't have Doc Gallows worn down nearly enough. As you see, another pin-up attempt there results in a no count. Could be just trying to disorient the big man, though, as he eats a nice drop kick that levels him, but Toni Storm on the receiving end of a Gallows pull. That's going to put a damper in her plans, but no, she elects to continue the fight. Momentarily. She finds a moment to tag in Marufuji, who has yet to hit a Shiranui in this tournament, I think. Haven't really seen an Emerald Frozen out of him either. At least in the middle of the ring. Maybe on the floor. And amongst a cavalcade of brawling. Finn Balor back in now. They seem to want to preserve the Balor-Marufuji matchup. Perhaps they feel Balor's experience in Japan will best match him against this pure legend. Into the ropes now, into the corner. Big clothesline there. Finn Balor gets countered with out of a suplex though. Able to reverse Marufuji into the Demon Club corner. Hits that clothesline again, but gets scooped into an Emerald Frozen. Balor up first. Marufuji didn't get much on that. Kind of a desperation move there. As he's trying to create some space. You see Bronson gets a tag, and now Ospreay. Both teams able to reset a little bit. And I think Ospreay's squad probably the happier for it. It's a Demon Club are just looking to keep the hammer down, keep the pedal to the metal, keep the juices flowing, keep the momentum rolling. Power through this final matchup on their way to the gold. Ospreay, Storm, and Marufuji trying to prove that just because they've only been teamed up for this one evening doesn't mean that their individual skills can't turn into an amazing team. As you see a beautiful shooting star there! Just a 2 against Bronson Reed. As you see Marufuji and Toni Storm quick across the ring to intercept Balor and Gallows. Amazing teamwork there. They're just talking about it. Even though this is their first night together, they have earned their way to this finals, I can tell you. Demon Club, I can say the same. But you had to expect it out of at least one of the factions here in the GWA. That their long-term teamwork would come into play. As we see Marufuji now against Doc Gallows. I don't know if this is quite the matchup Marufuji wants. And though he has faced a giant of men all over the world, Doc Gallows getting the better of that strike exchange, but both men sort of kind of a reset after it. Not quite now though. Gallows with the Uncle Slam, center of the ring, broke it up. Presses on though. Fall away slam into the Demon Club corner. Smart strategy there out of Doc. Just trying to pin Marufuji down, but Marufuji able to squeak out of there. Tag in Ospreay. See what Ospreay can do. Eat a big boot to the face. Here's what he's done so far. Sends Gallows off the ropes this time. Whoa! Standing Spanish fly! That disrupted the big man's equilibrium, and he tags out to Finn Balor just like that. Oh, Gallows pull! Wow, is he ever quick with that move? And he can hit not anybody. Balor, big knee to the gut to Will Ospreay now, trying to press his advantage and finish him off. Trying to finish the work Doc Gallows started. Ospreay, though, with a big leg of the to the back of the head. But he's on the wrong side of the tracks for that cover. As the Demon Club is able to break it up. But he's distracted and is able to hit Finn with a Stormbreaker. Deep leg hook cover, but once again, wrong side of the tracks. It's a bit disoriented. Finn Balor making him more so with that DDT. Will they're able to escape. Toni Storm in. Fresh competitor now against Finn Balor. Oh no, 1916 on Toni Storm. Finn Balor with the hook. Sorry, with the pin. Excuse me, he hooked nothing. Oh, Magic Killer to Will Ospreay. Oh, and then a stuffed brainbuster from Finn Balor to Storm after that initial pin is broken up. Following the 1916, look at Storm fighting for her life now. Oh, that spinning back fist is devastating. Bronson Reed it now. Finn Balor leaving Toni Storm with some rolling elbows to consider. Just devastating offense here from the Demon Club. Toni Storm trying to hang on. Able to down Bronson Reed. Oh, and again with a beautiful shot to the face. Countered there. Don't know what she was going for. Bronson Reed may have snuffed out. Oh, may have knocked her out with that clothesline. Got her! The cumulative damage that Toni Storm sustained at the end there, mostly from Finn Balor, was just too much. Bronson Reed puts the finishing touches on her, and your inaugural 6-person tag team champions of the GWA, representing the Demon Club, Bronson Reed, Finn Balor, and Doc Gallows. There you go, your first ever champions. Oh, listen to the little twinkles. Cool. All right. So happy that one of the factions actually won that. Hang on, let me update my notes. You can hear me with my little clipboard going. Okay. Finn Balor, Doc Ellis, and Bronson Reed, all of which, or none of which, had titles previously, are now GWA 6 champs. GWA 6. GWA 6. Okay, cool. Now I can book a normal show for our second exciting event of the afternoon. That was fun. Waha! Brand new champions. Oh, in front of 45,000 strong. That's cool. 20 bucks a head. I'll take that. I don't know if we might have lost money on this one though. Oh, Candice LeRae and Kyle O'Reilly are the NXT Junior Tag Team Champions. That's going by too fast for me to be able to tell. Oh, Big R of Dragon Gate is the Dragon Gate Junior Champ. Okay, Nao Nomura is the All Japan Champion. Wow. Okay. Noah 6-person belts, or 6-man belts. Yeah, we lost money on that, but that's okay. Nothing noteworthy at all, huh? Okay, I'll accept that. I mean, we've already made note of what it is. Oh, perfect. What it is we've done. Darby Allin wants more money. No problem. Penta and Finn. Penta and Finn? Hang on. They're in the stable together. Okay, well, friendly competition between... Whoa, okay. Friendly no more. Well, I mean, they're still going to be in the stable, but some friendly competition between Demon Club members. Let me write this down. If this is a big match, this means extra people are going to show up if we book it, so... Really? Keeping it in the Fam Jam then, are we? Okay. Well, I'm glad it's October because I've been fixing to hire someone in particular. I've already hired... how are my scouts doing? Oh, everybody's out doing stuff, okay? I wanted to make sure I had everybody out scouting because I can afford to do it now. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Before I do anything else, what am I thinking? First and foremost, let's get to that training center and let's go ahead and do all our maintenance here. I like to do this first. I like to get it out of the way. Then I'll do our contract negotiations. I remember Darby Allin wanted more money, I think I just saw there. So I'll talk to Darby and then we'll go sign us a free agent. I got one in mind, and it is Spooky October. Okay, so save after that, after we've done all our maintenance. Let me check actually, how'd we do merchandise wise? Yeah, we cleared out all the merchandise we made last month, so that helped. That helped us not lose as much money, essentially. But that's okay. We lost a lot of money because we did a lot of upkeep. I think we also upgraded the gym last month. So that might have, it was easily $1 million in resources that cost us. As you can see, our expenses now are in the 200,000 range. Anywho, about to get higher because we're going to consult Darby Allin, who we really should leave off this show because look at your poor neck, my man. We're going to change your salary, which is a pitiful $500 a month, and we're going to give you a 50% raise because we can't go any higher than that. There you go. Wow, what a steal were we getting Darby Allin for. Former world champion, by the way. Okay, now I'm going to save again because I might game it a little bit if we can't get this contract locked up quickly. But I got enough money to essentially hire whomever I want. And since it's Spooky October, and since this is a video game, a character that I think works much better in a video game than in any other capacity is the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. I know 20 grand a month is a crazy amount, but we can afford it, number one. Number two, strong style matches with our promotion's King's Road style really well. I'm surprised it's not Showman style, so that actually helps us. And look at that international popularity, BBBC. They're only not really popular in Europe. So I think that's going to boost us so well. So we're going to go ahead and give them a shot. And if we are able to bring them in, and I really hope we are, by which I mean I'm going to try as hard as I can to get it done, we're going to build a stable around them and everything. So look at that. Attack B, defense A, good condition, strong style. I think they're going to put on some really good matches for us. We're going to try to middle of the road them, because they are making 20 grand a month as it is. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to save it and try again with the middle of the road. And if that doesn't work, I'll just bump it up to the high one. Here we go. Cross your fingers, everybody. Oh my goodness me, we've done it. Just like that. Okay. Wow, what a roster we're developing here. I mean, this might be a little on the nose, but I guess I can call the new group. Create new stable. Short name. Fire. Because the long name are the Fireflies. Oops. And you know they're a heel group for sure. Heel group. Choose stable members. Okay. Bray Wyatt. Darby Allin. Solo Darling. And Luchasaurus. Boom. Okay, configure stable. Demon Club. No longer neutral. They're actually good guys. So we have the Industry heel, Dragon Dojo babyface, Demon Club babyface, Fireflies. Ah, couldn't do let me in. I mean, I could call them Hurt Heel. That's lame. I don't like fire in all caps, though. Can I just do Fireflies? Here, let's just spell it silly. There. There, we spelled it wrong on purpose. I feel gross about it. Whatever. Okay. We now have a new stable! As we assigned their leader and immediately bolstered its ranks. So now, let's book our first event. Or let's book our next event. Just a standard one this time, if you don't mind. We're gonna stay where we are, but we're gonna aim for the $40 range in this one. Because we're gonna start with some fun stuff, like probably a 10-match card. So let's shoot for that and start booking stuff like Roman Reigns defending their title against... Oh, first I should check everybody's condition. How are we doing after that tournament? Everybody banged up? Good, good, good. As long as it says condition good, as you can see underneath their attack and defensive stats, to the right of their height and weight there. As long as it says normal or good, we're okay putting them in the ring. Unless I see something egregious, like Tony Storm. I'd feel bad about it, but they got a championship belt to defend. Man, look at the money we're paying for Tony Storm. Yikes. Oh, there you see our spoiler alert. We've signed Kota Ibushi. And that means we have what they call the end of the New Japan Pro Wrestling Championship, which is, you know, essentially the analog for the IWGP Championship. Okay. Everybody good? So everyone's good in the non-stables. Ooh, who's that? Who is that? Tony's neck is hurting. David Houston's neck is hurting. Maybe I'll put them against each other. See whose neck gives out first. Darby. Okay, Darby seems to be the only person that I'm really going to leave off. Everyone else potentially can stay put. Okay, Roman Reigns. Let's see if we can find them somebody who doesn't have a belt. Anybody that impressed? I mean, Demon Club are coming off some big wins here. Oh, there they are, the 6-person titles. We're going to do Penta versus Finn Balor for sure. Who do I want? I've already done Joe against Reigns already. I've already done that already. It's kind of redundant. I definitely want to put Kota Ibushi in there against somebody. Man, I really want... Like, Shane Taylor so impressed Roman Reigns as a partner that he's giving him a title shot tonight. So good for him. We're also going to do... Look at all our belts here. Look at all our belts here. Okay, let's do Ray. This will just be a junior competitor, so not Darby Allin. Anybody but. Everyone that qualifies. Scorpio's not bad. Yeah, let's do Scorpio Sky. Just fun. Sure. Scorpio Sky, Rey Mysterio. Let's get... There's our other team. Let's get our New Japan champion, Kota Ibushi. Welcome. We're gonna put you against Zeus. That's gonna be amazing. Okay. How we doing? More titles. We have so many. Pretty much every match can be a title match, including this. As Brock Lesnar is here to defend the NXT heavyweight title against, oh, let's say Luchasaurus. That's gonna suck, but you're gonna be okay, buddy. Power through. Luchasaurus coming in. I want to, in the first match, maybe I'll do the tag team belts. Let's do tag team belts with... That's gonna be a weird team. Who are our champions? Gargano and Walter are our champions representing Dragon Dojo. And let's put them against Solo and the Fiend Bray Wyatt as part of the Fireflies here. Oh, look at that! Well, that's fun. Entrance attire, and then sweater version. What a wild combination. Okay, wow. We got about half full now. Okay, what else can we do? Oh yeah, we need to do, for sure, Penta El Zero M, who is our NWA champion, against stablemate Finn Balor. This was part of it, so we can't put the, in blued for fun. Can't put the 6-person belts on the line this time, but that's okay, because we have plenty more belts to defend. As Jack Howard can put the MLW belt on the line. The leader of the industry, facing off against Daishi Hashimoto. I don't think we've seen that before. What else can we do? Daniel Bryan, our GCW champion, the leader of Dragon Dojo, can take on someone from the industry. Can take on... Oh, I don't want to put him against Thomas Walker. Thomas Walker will win. Yeah, I kind of want us to do somebody... Xavier Woods is a real weird choice. Let's do that. Daniel Bryan against Xavier Woods. That's just a weird... I'm just doing weird matches for the sake of them. Stardom. Cash Wheeler versus... Will Ospreay. No, wait. Samoa Joe. Let's do Cash Wheeler, Samoa Joe. Ooh, we only have one more match here, huh? Okay. I saw David Houston, or Tony Storm has a belt, and David Houston, as I remember, they both had the bad necks. There, we got a full house. How about now? Oh. We could still charge 60 and sell this place out. 60 bucks a ticket. We're gonna make some money on this one. Yep, we've done it. We're able to do 10 title matches. Wow, it is truly a night of champions here in October. Beginning with the debut. Well, I'm gonna turn off entrances. That's gonna just take too long. And they don't have their actual theme, so it's kind of useless. Okay, so... Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, Sasquatch is better than... See, these are game generated. The top 3 underneath Mr. Judgment, which is the one default referee that the game starts you with. These three are plucked from my downloaded wrestlers. They give you just 3 random ones. And once I locked onto Sasquatch, I was like, I'm just going to see how he does. And they've done such just a stand-up job. Like, they recover quickly if they get knocked over, even if they get busted open. Like, they're really good, and even with their counts, like, they don't lollygag on like the DQ counts or anything like that. Like, Sasquatches earn their plays as our senior referee, Mr. Bigfoot. So, quite happy. What a weird... This is a night of strange title matches, and the way things go in this league, I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to have a bevy of new champions after this one. But that is going to be our match card. And now that we've made it, I know that I'm going to save quick. I'm going to check our merchandise, because here we got a fresh slate, and I have 40,000 plus showing up to the venue. So I'm going to try to feed half of them, because if the production isn't that bad. Also goods, I'm going to do maybe 10 of these, like these low cost ones. We'll see how we do. I'm going to do 5 and 5 on t-shirts and towels. 5 and 5 on t-shirts and towels. Photos, I'm going to do 3. And then these other ones, I'm just going to do 1. Real scarcity on the DVDs, the action figures. The masks especially don't sell that well. As you can see, we're getting up to close to $1 million in expenses, but I just like to refresh to make sure we have a little bit of everything to offer the fans, now that we can afford to. Actually, now that we're here, medicine ball. Hot diggity, we've maxed out a couple of things. We're so close to $1 million anyway. I might as well do the rec room and the grappling dummy. One more. There we go. Okay, I'm planning in the new year, like the spring, to invest in the gym expansion. I'm just making sure that we're continuing to, like, you know, send our assets northward. If we can hit like 20 million or so before I have to drop 5 on boosting the gym again, I'll be really happy. Plus we have still have, geez, 5 or 6 roster slots to fill, so we should be okay. Alright, so now that we have some people left over, we're trying to actually build some relationships. Let's see if the even though we have their titles, or some other titles, like All Japan, we're trying to build a relationship with. Everyone here up hates us or is indifferent. Yeah, and with good reason, because we've been stealing their competitors and titles. Okay, so Shinsuke, would you like to come work for All Japan for us? No, that's very strange. How about Pro Wrestling Noah? Would you like Marufuji to come back? And okay, good. Pro Wrestling Noah will Marufuji will hang out there. Let's try one more with. How about Matt Robinson? Do you want to go to All Japan? No, All Japan doesn't want you. How about Major League Wrestling? I'm just trying to send people that it's not going to necessarily hurt anything. Thomas Walker showing up in Major League Wrestling. Nobody cares. Wow, that must further anger the industry, knowing that their stars aren't popular enough to be lent out to quote-unquote lesser promotions. Oh well, we booked our fun, so I'm ready to proceed. As we're gonna blow the roof off this 40,000 seater. I think we've done everything. Let me just double check my management. Yeah, I maxed some stuff out. We did our merchandise. We have our sponsor contract. We lost a broadcast contract at one point. I've never dismissed anybody, so that's okay. We lost one for not running a TV show, or not running a show one month. I gave everybody a vacation, so that we lost our broadcast contract, which was only a local deal anyway. And then like a month or 2 later, or sorry, 2 months later, after running just a local show in which we again sold out a 40,000 seat arena, we got another offer that all we have to do is not fire more than 2 people. That's right, we booked the grudge match against Penta El Zero M and Finn Balor, both members of Demon Club. So that's going to inspire more people to show up for our spooky October event with our spooky character debut in the very first matchup here. Oh, you know what? I got to back out of here and turn off entrances. Excuse me one moment. As you see the wonderful world of menu options in this game. You can play offline. You can play online if I turn off VSync. You can edit things. Crafting is another form of editing where you can make promotions and rings and belts. You can play an entire career. You can do what I'm doing, where I'm being a promoter of an entire promotion. Or promoter of a promotion. Where I own an entire promotion and I'm trying to build it into the best one in the world. Ring entrance skip on, please. That'll speed things up. Okay. And then back into Fire Promoter. Load this up. And with a short delay, we're ready for October, or our October event. No more tournament this time. All the matches should be okay. Yeah, they're not changed from how I had them. Critical's back on though, so fools could get knocked the F out. So bear that in mind. It's a dangerous place in this ring. First up, Bray Wyatt, leader of the newly formed group, the Fireflies. I'm still working on the spelling of it. Teaming up with, I guess, an underling, Solo Darling, to try to wrest the GWA tag team belts from Johnny Gargano and Walter of Dragon Dojo. This is going to be interesting. We'll see how Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, does in their GWA debut. Once again, senior referee Mr. Bigfoot, the referee on record. Gargano and Solo Darling, similarly sized competitors, starting off here. Smart strategy from both teams, matching power for power. I'm a little confused as to why their shadows are still on the center of the mat, but perhaps that's something I'm just missing. Maybe it's just dirty. So you see Bray Wyatt on the apron there. The Sinister Fiend, now a full-time roster member of the GWA, seeing their first action here against Johnny Gargano. The Fiend stomps away. Big body slam. Remorseless violence is what you can expect out of Bray Wyatt each and every time they step into the ring. Beneath that hideous visage is a devious mind. As now we see Walter matching up against the monster. Man versus beast. Who will survive and what will be left of them? As they're just slugging it out now. The Fiend getting the better of that. Going back to work. Pressing Walter into the corner. Just trying to wear the big man down. Both of these men, known for their resilience and their straightforward power. See it on display here is Gargano, leaving Walter to fend for himself on the floor as Solo Darling comes over to help her partner and stable leader Bray Wyatt. Wow, impressive display out of Solo Darling with that assisted powerbomb straight into a sharp stinger. Gargano, though, finally drops off the apron to break that up. And now we got a pair of singles matches here on the outside. Both teams are going at it tooth and claw. Another double powerbomb to Walter. Bray Wyatt grabs a chair. Sit out inverted sort of powerbomb there. Oof. Just kind of pancaked him out. Oh, Solo Darling now on the receiving end of a double team suplex right out of that chair. And another powerbomb for Walter. The Fireflies, insistent, driving Walter through those blue mats at ringside. And now we're back finally to Bray Wyatt and Walter, your legal competitors. Bray Wyatt out, tags out to Solo Darling. Walter tags out. We're back to Gargano and Darling. Here in this one, into the Firefly corner. Into the Gargano escape.
Give up.
Bray Wyatt waiting on the outside.
Give up.
Solo making an immediate tag out after escaping that finish. Perhaps that was Bray Wyatt was waiting for Solo Darling to prove she herself capable of breaking that hold before he accepted the tag. Interesting psychological relationship in the Fireflies. Oh, big slam there from the Fiend. Oh, Johnny Ding Ding going low. Sister Abigail from the Fiend, but Gargano pops right back up. Gargano in the corner there, clubbing blow from the Fiend. Single arm DDT toward the center of the ring. That's usually a setup for the Gargano escape. But Bray Wyatt is up first. Slams Gargano back to the mat. Now just going to slug it out. Fists and forearms a-flying. Enziguri ends that. Both men up at the same time, but Gargano able to make his way to the corner and tag in Walter, who sends Bray Wyatt to the outside. This is dangerous now. Mix and match. Walter and Solo inside. Bray and Johnny Gargano outside. Things should get back to normal now. Bray and Walter as normal as that can be. Bray now taking back out to Solo Darling. Interesting. Darling with Walter in the corner. Oh, neck crank suplex from Walter. Whips Darling into the corner. She's up but dazed. Able to grab some sort of hold there and just sort of maneuver Walter into position for a spear before tagging out to Bray. Quick tags here from the Fireflies. Another double team powerbomb. That's the fourth and fifth time this match between these two on Walter. I guess they feel it's going to take both of them to get it done, so they might as well keep doing it as often as possible. Walter, though, quickly tags out to Gargano, who hits a nice DDT on the Fiend. Waits for him to stand. Shoulder tackle from the top from Gargano into the Gargano escape. This could do it here. Walter blocking Solo Darling with a double arm suplex, but the Fiend able to escape. Oh, slams Gargano down. Off the ropes now. Bray Wyatt with a vicious headbutt. That mask could be loaded. We don't know. Complete shot out of desperation for Gargano. And a quick leg drop, or leg grab, backdrop suplex. Back and forth, back into the Gargano escape. This could do it here. Darling able to protect Bray Wyatt. And then eats a powerbomb for her efforts. Super kick from Gargano, rolls the man over. Sister Abigail from Bray Wyatt. Both men down center of the ring. Bray up to make a tag. Gargano makes a tag to Walter. Solo Darling and Walter now, your legal fighters. Another neck crank from Walter. Towards the center of the ring this time. Dazes Solo Darling. Fights out of the corner. Gets suplexed back into it. Walter drags away from the ropes. He's going to be looking for that powerbomb. Oh! Vicious lariat. Turns her inside out. Headbutt. Combination of big moves here from Walter. Solo looks dazed. You can see her kind of spinning in a circle. Out of the corner though with a DDT. Taking the fight to Walter still. I don't know how wise this is. She's planted again with another backdrop suplex. Oh, into the rear naked choke. And that'll do it. Bray Wyatt stays on the apron, doesn't move a muscle, just watches as Solo Darling is summarily defeated by Walter after absorbing an incredible amount of punishment. The winners, and still your tag team champions, representing Dragon Dojo, Johnny Gargano and Walter, who taps out Solo Darling with a Gojira clutch. What a great match to open us up. 9 more title matches to come. As in our next contest, Stardom Junior Champion Tony Storm faces The Industry's David Houston. Both of these competitors complaining of neck problems before the beginning of this one. We'll see how that comes into play on either end of this one. In the red or blue corner, referee on record, Mr. Bigfoot. Here in the GWA. Tony Storm in her championship pink, black, and white attire. Looking to put David Houston away early. David Houston, a master of the roll-up, a master of the head scissor takeover, and the master of the moonsault. Any combination thereof he will use to put you away. And if that doesn't do it, he's got a pretty vicious Angel's Wings as well. Tony Storm will be looking for that strong zero. To be honest, I'm not overly familiar with much of her signature offense, but something tells me I'll know it when I see it. Very powerful leg, says Tony Storm. So I'm taking that into account right away as we see an early roll-up there from Houston. As we said, a master of them. Still very strange that the shadows are at ringside at the center of the mat, but I guess it just glitched out for this show. Oh, Tony Storm! As I said about her powerful legs, what a kick to the side of David Houston's head. Created some time and distance there. May have swung the momentum a little bit, at least momentarily. As they're now happy to trade blows. Tony Storm. None the worse for her after that. Trying to keep the offensive advantage. Able to block that Irish whip. And counter that head scissors. 1 count, almost to 2. Sasquatch in amazing position. To make that count just like here in that Tiger Driver. 2.9, almost put him away early. David Houston responds with his Angel's Wings. Anything you can double underhook, I can double underhook better, says David Houston. But Tony Storm responds with a thick drop kick in the middle. Look at this roll up. Inverted. What on earth is this? Some sort of inverted figure 4 with a leg scissor. That looks incredibly painful. Oh, upper kick out of David Houston though. What a response. Moonsault pin, center of the ring. Just 2, says Mr. Bigfoot. I don't see this one going too long. As we said, the condition of both of these competitors' necks has been called into question before the signing of this one. It's kind of why I booked them together. I didn't want to give one an unfair advantage over the other in competition with anyone else on the roster. A couple of orange necks going at it. Going to be red necks by the end of it, but maybe we'll give them some time off. Pop up, Hurricane Rana roll up by Houston, just a 1. Tony Storm loves that front drop kick. Using it to great effect there, but gets countered into a roll up from Houston. Again, just a 1. Houston starting to get winded. Going for a DQ here. Tony Storm shrugs it off. We've seen Houston use that before. Strange he would do that as a challenger in a matchup, but who are we to question the tactics of the industry? They claim to be the pillars of the GWA, though their win-loss record may say otherwise. Roll up here. David Houston looking to prove me wrong. Just a 2. Looking for 3, just a 2. Another Angel's Wings though. Plants Tony Storm on her face. Le Magistral. Another 2 count. Says referee Mr. Bigfoot. Tony Storm now feeling it. Getting loosey-goosey. Deep leg hook. Almost puts David Houston away. Center of the ring. Beautiful neck breaker. What a moonsault, but he missed. Tony Storm up. Tells David Houston to kiss her patoot. Throws David Houston into the corner, but eats an upper kick. Both competitors down. Houston first one up. Catches his breath. Tony Storm backdrops him into the corner. Drags him away from the ropes. Hooks the leg deep. 2. No! Another kick out. Oh, strong 0. Dropped it right on his head. 2. No! Don't have to worry about a broken neck if you got a fractured skull. Oh, big headbutt from Storm. Waiting for Houston to get up. Drop kick off the top. Missile drop kick right on the money. Both competitors up again. Oh, didn't quite get the timing right there, did Tony Storm. Double noggin knocker. They're both down. Houston up. Houston recovering. Flipping drop kick. Amazing athleticism from the former junior heavyweight champion. Amazing impact. 1, 2. No! Tony Storm kicks out. Suplex counter. Oh, just a double axe handle there. Just to take him down to the mat so she could catch her breath. Smart wrestling there from Tony Storm. Oh, gets her chin jacked for her troubles. David Houston up. 3rd Angel's Wings of the match. Another La Magistral. 2. No! Just a 2. Off the ropes here. Missing with that. I don't know what he was attempting, but Toni Storm ducked. Got Houston into the corner now. Oh, drop kick low. Not only did she drop kick him in the legs, he hit face first on the mat with impact. Oh, and a big headbutt puts him down in the center of the ring. Toni Storm feeling it now. Counters that head scissor into a powerbomb. Got him! Toni Storm retaining the Stardom Junior Championship. And you can kiss my butt, she says to David Houston on the way out. What a matchup between these two. Countered that head scissor takeover into a powerbomb. A nearly perfect match from David Houston and Toni Storm. That's still a 5-star classic. What a contest. And that's only our second of 10. We got 8 more matches to go, folks. Here in this lovely October evening or afternoon. Both in terms of where we actually are and where we are in game. That's synchronicitous. That'll only happen like potentially once a month, depending on how things line up. And in our third match, Stardom Heavyweight Champion Cash Wheeler, looking to see if they can also defend some Stardom gold as they face the Samoan Submission Machine, Samoa Joe. Let's get down to the ring for this one. As always, senior referee Mr. Bigfoot calling the action. I'm calling the action. They are keeping things on the straight and narrow, is Mr. Bigfoot. Once again, we apologize for the stains in the center of the mat. Maybe that's a lighting error. We're going to talk to our tech people about it. Have it straightened out for next month. Hope it doesn't distract too badly from the production. Cash Wheeler, as we said. No flips, just fists. No fuss, no muss. No flash. All sass is Cash Wheeler. He'll just club you down. Bit of a brawler, as we said, a reliable American wrestling style. Old school, some would say. Tried and true, others would call it. Samoa Joe. 20-year vet at this point. Give or take. And we've all seen what he can do. He has his signature array of moves that have brought him international success at every level of competition. I expect a heated battle in this one. Off the ropes there with a big back elbow into our first cover. 1 count from referee Mr. Bigfoot. Cash Wheeler getting a 1 on Joe this time. Just kind of surprised him with that there. Early covers like this, you'd think they're just sort of testing each other's wind. Big Uranagi there from Joe. May have knocked all the wind out of Cash. Still just a 1 count though. Pin early and pin often seems to be the strategy to this point. We're not even 5 minutes deep. Snap suplex from Samoa Joe. Gotta keep that all-important momentum going. Oh, another vicious Uranagi. Reversed off the ropes, though. Oh, able to maintain the advantage. Cash Wheeler trying to find... Hang on. 2 count there for Joe. Cash Wheeler trying to find a hole in Joe's offense to pick at. Fight his way back into an even keel here, but Joe content to just run through his arsenal. There we saw that figure 4 ankle lock variation, that new finish that he debuted, Cash Wheeler did, in his last singles contest to win him his Stardom Heavyweight Championship. Just showing Samoa Joe he's got a little submission to his game too. Something for Joe to think about. Might not have previously bared that in mind when facing a Cash Wheeler, who, as we've said, more of a brawler or a all-American sort of style. So you'll see very basic offense. I don't want to say basic, I want to say traditional offense. Your body slams, your suplexes, your DDTs, that sort of thing. Lung blower or a backcracker as a finish. Oh, hey, Dario. Oh my goodness me. I'm gonna butcher this. Can I go with Dario? Is that alright? Thank you very much for the follow, and hello to you. I'm hoping you're having a great day. Let me know if that's okay to refer to you as just Dario, as I'm not quite sure where some words stop and others begin. And I totally own that as a failing of my own. Hope you're having a great day, as I said. Cash Wheeler doesn't seem to be having such a great day against Samoa Joe to this point. Big spinning power slam there, but too close to the ropes. Wheeler is just essentially hanging on against the big Samoan here. So on and so forth. Samoa Joe just keeps coming. Looking to claim some singles gold here in the GWA. Cash Wheeler looking to hang on to that Stardom Heavyweight Championship, as we said. Content to trade punches and chops till a big clothesline from Samoa Joe fells Cash Wheeler there. Off the ropes, but Joe blocks it. Off the ropes again. Double noggin knocker, both men down. Off the ropes comes Joe. Big boot to the face of Cash Wheeler. Drops a big senton. Cash Wheeler, though, just grabs him around the head, pulls him to the center of the ring. Nice and calm. Sticking with the game plan is Cash Wheeler. Oh! Joe tried to counter the back elbow, still ate that clothesline. Cash unable to capitalize. Joe with a back brain lariat there. Enzui lariato. Maintaining his offensive advantage. Cash Wheeler has been in trouble since about the 6 or 7 minute mark. Trying to do what he can to get back into the swing of things. But Joe is undaunted here, as you can see him absorbing the offense of Cash Wheeler, who rolls him up, looking to retain his gold. Got him! Just like that! Cash Wheeler with a technical wrestling roll-up. Samoa Joe maybe a little lackadaisical, maybe a little slow on the draw to put him away. Was just sort of going through his offensive arsenal, and Cash Wheeler surprised him and ended up retaining the Stardom Heavyweight title. What a match! And the crowd agrees, as is it evaluated at 95%. Wow, what a good card so far. And the hits hopefully just keep on coming. Another strange but hopefully exciting matchup as your GCW, the Game Changer Wrestling Champion, Daniel Bryan, takes on Xavier Woods in a one-on-one contest I don't think we've seen that often in real life or otherwise. So let's get down to the ring and see how this shakes out. This is, oh, thank you for the host as well. That's very nice of you. This is a download, this is a DLC mode called Fire Promoter, where I am in charge of a promotion, which you can populate with created wrestlers. And since the Steam Workshop, there are in the Steam community, the Steam Fire Pro World community is incredible, I've been able to populate an entire wrestling universe with real-life promotions and real-life wrestlers to the tune of about 700 or so of them. And I got about 40 hired on my roster. And there are other promotions out there in the world, like WWE and New Japan and all that stuff, that we are contending against. That's it. Yeah, this is essentially the GM mode. But you get to book. I could work all these matches if I wanted to, but I get to book them. I got to do the maintenance on my promotion. I see all these sponsorships around the ring. I brokered all those deals. I got Sasquatch here to be our referee. I am essentially the GWA's Vincent Kennedy McMahon, as I am the owner, operator, investor, promoter, booker, commentator, and producer on all fronts. Xavier Woods here. Bit of an interesting matchup against Daniel Bryan. I don't know if Daniel Bryan quite knows what to make of Xavier Woods. As we said, Xavier Woods, kind of an all-round talent. I wouldn't necessarily say they excelled in anything in-ring in any one area over the other. Definitely charismatic individual on the microphone, definitely oodles of personality, but in terms of in-ring performance, still sort of trying to find their signature, I don't want to say style, but maybe signature style, or just sort of maybe put the last few pieces together to really become a complete package as a talent. Oh yeah, this thing was rumored to be coming to Switch ages and ages ago, but unfortunately that never materialized. It's only available, as far as I'm aware, on PC via Steam. I don't know if it's on any other platform. And PS4 is the other one that it's... But I believe all the DLC is available for both of those platforms, as well as like all these workshop items and stuff. So yes, if this were on Switch, can you imagine just sitting on the train or bus or any other sort of long road trip and just booking a wrestling promotion? Oh, dare to dream. I'm happy I get to do it 3 hours a week every Thursday for all you out there. Thanks very much for the compliment on my commentary. Geez, this sounds lame that I hear it. I hear it at least once a week, and I'm still surprised by it every time. I mean that, I don't know if that sounds disingenuous to you, but I absolutely mean that I'm genuinely surprised. But thank you very much, that means a lot. Positive reinforcement. Who'd have thought? Feels good. Xavier Woods here, put in a great showing, by the way, as we saw him earlier escape a yes lock. I don't know if you want to trade submission holds with Daniel Bryan, though, as Daniel Bryan goes right back to work with that single arm DDT, and again back into the yes lock. A savvy ring veteran is Daniel Bryan. It's going to take a lot to upset him and make him change up his game plan. And as we said, might not know exactly what to do against Xavier Woods, but if he just sticks to what he normally does against most of his opponents, I can't imagine he'll be anything but successful. Xavier Woods here, more or less, is the one with something to prove in this matchup. As again, Daniel Bryan locks on that yes lock. Bit of an underdog is Xavier Woods. And they are kind of under the thumb of Daniel Bryan at the moment, who goes to the top. Oh, a missile drop kick between the shoulder blades of Xavier Woods sends him face first into the mat there. Daniel Bryan just having his way with his challenger here in this defense of the GCW title. Oh, look at that. What a vicious crossface sort of situation going on. Oh, back into the S-lock here. Mr. Bigfoot right in position to check. Xavier Woods fights out once more. Amazing resilience as he's fought out of that almost a half dozen times now. Daniel Bryan seems to be able to put it on at will in this matchup. But credit to Xavier Woods for sticking in the fight as long as he has to this point. I'm always interested in new wrestling games, by the way, so if you know the name of the developer or game of which you were speaking, fire that into the chat and I will do some research later. Crowd's starting to get behind Woods. Gotta say, I'm impressed with the tenacity he's showing as well. Daniel Bryan doing everything he can to put the challenger away, but Woods still hanging in there. Back to his feet there. Off the ropes goes Bryan, but he blocks it. Woods fighting from well underneath. Oh, just getting his chest caved in with those kicks now. Oh yeah, M. Dickey. They've done a ton of stuff. Yeah, incredible outfit for a one-person team. Northern Lights! 2.9. Looking for a 3-point, yeah. Just got a 2.9, did Daniel Bryan. But again, sticking with the game plan, cool as a cucumber, is your GCW champion, who once again locks on the S-lock.
Give up.
Dire situation here for Xavier Woods, but he's once again able to break free, if only momentarily.
1, 2, 3.
Got him. Daniel Bryan. You knew it was only a matter of time if Xavier Woods just kept treading water there for the past half of that matchup. Daniel Bryan eventually able to put him away with a dragon suplex. Your winner and still GCW champion, the American Dragon, Daniel Bryan. All right, solid matchup there. We are coming up at the halfway point of the card here. The Major League Wrestling champion, Hollywood hunk Jack Howard, leader of the industry here, in the GWA, one of the originals, one of the OGs, one of the imaginary wrestlers that Fire Pro Wrestling created, and that is not a real world wrestler. There are still 4 of them here. Takes on real life wrestler, son of legendary New Japan wrestler Shinya Hashimoto, Daichi Hashimoto, another member of Daniel Bryan's Dragon Dojo. Let's see if Daichi can bring some more gold to that stable, or if Jack Howard's Industry can maintain their grip on the MLW strap. Once again, the referee of record, Mr. Bigfoot. Well, thanks. It just seemed like a most natural style. Like, if I'm going to be booking the matches and I don't necessarily have to participate in the playing of them if I don't want to, like I'm just watching computer sim a match, it would be silly of me, in my opinion, not to try to do commentary. So I figured I'd at least give it a shot when I first started. And I've been honestly overwhelmed at the positive response I've received so far, considering I've just been sort of doing it as I've had to. Like, there was no pre-planning or anything. I mean, obviously I'm a lifelong wrestling fan, so maybe it's just sort of by osmosis. Now I feel I'm doing a disservice to the 2 competitors in the ring here. One of our earliest GWA heavyweight champions, Jack Howard, a proud champion at that, in here, defending the MLW championship that they recently acquired, trying to maintain the power and influence of their stable, the Industry. Meanwhile, Daichi Hashimoto, representing Daniel Bryan's Dragon Dojo, looking to bring some gold back to that, or not back to that franchise, looking to be looking to complete the sweep of having all 4 members hold championship gold. As I look at my notes here, Walter and Johnny Gargano successfully retaining the tag team championships here at the GWA, and as you just witnessed, Daniel Bryan successfully defending the GCW title. So should Daichi be able to bring the MLW title to Dragon Dojo, all 4 members will be holding gold here in the GWA. Lots of power and influence at stake here by the end of this card, as we have 4 stables here in the league. The signing of Bray Wyatt earlier this month, and the introduction of the Fireflies. Back and forth these 2 competitors go. Jack Howard, no stranger to championship defenses, as we said, an earlier champion of the world here, a proud GWA heavyweight champion for a long time before he was finally defeated, and then that title has honestly kind of bounced around a bit. No one has had the lengthy reign he's had with it, at least. And is now one of the more secondary title holders here, but in his mind, whatever title he holds is the preeminent belt in the GWA. And certainly he will do everything in his power to defend it. Meanwhile, Daichi Hashimoto doing everything in his power to wrest it from the grip of the Hollywood hunk Jack Howard, as he's doing his best here to pop his head off his neck with his legs there. Yeah, health bars would be help, some other indication of momentum or something would be cool. I kind of like that there isn't that, though, because you sort of have to get a feel for it, but at the same time, you're totally right. Going to work on the arm now, Jack Howard, who's going to be looking to hit that package pile driver. Deadly package pile driver at that. Daichi Hashimoto will be looking to hit the signature move of both he and his late father, the dangerous DDT. Oh, Jack Howard with a TKO there. Another one of his signature moves. Thinks that could do it. 2.9. Almost puts Daichi away there. Oh, Brainbuster might do it, but he doesn't have enough to go for the cover right away. Beautiful butterfly suplex with a bridge. Almost ends the match there as well. A series of near falls. Hashimoto in trouble. Howard on the offense. Yes, if you get a really close pinfall, it goes to 2.9. Maybe you'll see a critical. I mean, like, hopefully not, because it's... Oh, PK! PK out of Hashimoto. Off the ropes again. Shining Wizard now. Deep leg hook. 2. Oh. Try to knock him out. Smart thinking there from Hashimoto. Those 2 quick blows to the head. Off the ropes now is the challenger. Leg lariat to the backside, it looked like. Oh, up again for another brainbuster from Howard. Oh, fall away slam. Whipped him a quarter of the way across the ring. What power from the Hollywood Hunk. Hashimoto now fighting from underneath again. A third brainbuster. Howard looking to scramble his synapses as he sets up for the package pile driver into the center of the ring. Rolls him over. 2, 3. Jack Howard, after that third brainbuster, successfully scrambling the synapses of Daichi Hashimoto enough to hit that package pile driver. One bonk to the noggin too many. Your winner, and still MLW champion, Jack Howard. Woo! Anything over 80 is a successful match and successful show. So if I can keep the average high, so much the better. All right, time for the second half of the card. This is the match the fans demanded to see. A match between stablemates at that, as the NWA champion, Penta El Zero M, a member of Finn Balor's Demon Club, is challenged by his very stable leader for that NWA championship. Finn Balor, Doc Gallows, and Bronson Reed, the three members of Demon Club that aren't Penta El Zero M, having just won the six-person tag team championships at that one-night tournament last month. Now, a chance to shuffle some singles gold around the family as a friendly contest, they're calling it, between Balor and Penta is all but underway. There's a career mode for this that's just going through the New Japan ranks, which has a bit of a storyline, but you basically just work your way up the card and stuff, where the end of the show is, or the end of the storyline is, I'm pretty sure you main event Wrestle Kingdom in the Tokyo Dome for the IWGP belt. So there is sort of that is a finite career mode. I know what you mean by like an endless. This is essentially as endless a career mode as you can get, because you can essentially play any of the wrestlers that you book. So if you really just wanted to create yourself and then put yourself in a promotion and then work your way up the ranks of the promotion, you could just book yourself that way, I guess, if you really wanted to. But I know what you mean by like if there was just an endless sort of like a what would amount to a universe mode in these Fire Pro games would be awesome. But who knows? Maybe one day, if they ever make another sequel. Finn Balor here in the rare blue attire wanted to differentiate himself from the normally black and white clad Demon Club members. As you can see, Penta El Zero M proudly displaying their Demon Club colors as they're hoping to defend their NWA title. But I will say, though, that the career modes that exist, there's the heavyweight one where you get to do all that New Japan stuff. There's a junior heavyweight one where you also get to do a bunch of junior heavyweight New Japan stuff that also heavily involves Jushin Thunder Liger, from what I understand. And there's a, Universe would be the sequel to World. That'd be great. And there's the Suda51 wrote a storyline that you can also download that is apparently the sequel to some other weird, funky storyline he wrote from an early Fire Pro game where like your training partner and best friend becomes your rival and like kills your dad or something, or like I don't mean to get too dark or graphic, but I'm pretty sure the storyline ends where you win like the championship title at like the height of your career or something, and then like because you're so distraught about how the rest of your life is going, you go home and off yourself, something crazy like that. Anyway, there's a weird storyline like that. You could also play as Sling Blade there. Both of these men master of the Sling Blade, as you saw the first one out of Penta El Zero them. Quick super kick there, almost dimmed Finn Balor's lights. I should have known. Penta is another one of those wrestlers that likes to work his matches in the 10 to 15 minute mark. I should have assumed that 5 minutes deep he'd be looking to end things early. Finn Balor a bit rocked here, but Penta giving him time to recover. Don't know how wise that is out of the champion. That's the respect that you'll see out of stablemates, though. But again, as far as a competition goes, I don't know if you want to show that sort of leniency to your opponent. Oh, another Sling Blade off the ropes there from Penta. Finn Balor still rocking and reeling. Drop down there. Another Sling Blade. The thing to do with Fire Pro from what I understand, is find yourself what I believe is called the Critical Club, or find yourself an online federation, because there are ways that, especially 1916 out of Finn Balor, but Penta rolls right through into a package pile driver. Holy crap! Into a cover, 2, 3. What a finish! What a definitive statement out of Penta, rolling through a 1916 to hit a package pile driver and put Finn Balor down, successfully keeping the NWA belt. You may be the leader, says Penta. You may be the 6-person champion, but I hold the NWA title. What a statement. Perhaps a bit bitter about not being chosen for that 6-person tag team tournament. Penta El Cero M making short work of Finn Balor there. Whew, I'm a little lightheaded after that call. A lot of P's. Good thing I got a pop filter on this thing. Coming up next for the NXT Heavyweight Championship. Oh, the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, the NXT Champion, putting the belt on the line against another Firefly member, Luchasaurus. What a weird one this is going to be. If Luchasaurus can get out of his first/second gear he kind of sits in, I really think he can really take it to Brock. Brock, of course, is going to want to take Luchasaurus on down to Suplex City. Luchasaurus is going to want to take Brock Lesnar to Luchasaurus Park, I suppose. We'll see who comes out on top in this one. Once again, Mr. Bigfoot, the referee of note. A lot of beef in that ring at the moment as we are underway. As we said, Brock Lesnar here defending the NXT title. Luchasaurus looking to bring some gold to the Fireflies. Looking to make Bray Wyatt proud. Oh, anyway, as I was saying earlier, e-feds are the way to go, because you can find ways that people will either create entire universes of wrestlers or allow you to role play and then play as these created wrestlers in and amongst these simulated and otherwise booked federations. Like, you can kind of be an e-wrestler in the Fire Pro Wrestling world if you find yourself the right website and message board. Luchasaurus is going to be looking for a new way to travel. Certainly didn't fly Zan travel that way, as he is belly-to-bellied over the top and to the floor by Brock Lesnar, who has not come to play. He never does. All business. The only time Brock Lesnar is smiling is when he's inflicting pain on an opponent. He is born and bred to be a fighter. I don't know what else he would do with his life if he couldn't be doing this. On to the outside now. And there are no rules on the floor. There are no countouts. There are no disqualifications. F5 on the floor early from Brock. And just pulls Luchasaurus right back up to continue punishing him. Luchasaurus, heck of a mountain to climb here, as he's getting hit with a lot of heavy artillery early. And if you think you might have some heavy artillery and might have difficulty finding clothing, consider Thick Rick, big and tall clothing. Also meat sticks. Thick Rick does the trick. But don't eat too much, it'll make you sick. As the fight continues on the floor here, Luchasaurus eats another F5 from Brock. Just having his way with the challenger here. Look at him. Plenty in the tank, says Brock. I can do this all day. So Luchasaurus eats another German and a clubbing blow. Big headbutt there from the 16.5 million-year-old wrestler. Oh, eats another backdrop suplex. Here we go again. Third F5 in the matchup. Luchasaurus up first, though. What a show of defiance. And he pays for it. Release German, thrown over the corner to the outside. Now Brock has a chair like he needs one. Another release German. Almost throws him into the crowd this time. Oh, powerbomb on the floor. Brock Lesnar. Just violence personified here. Another F5, but Luchasaurus doing everything in their power to fight back to their feet and fight back their first 5 F5s. And then another release German that throws him halfway across the area around the ring. Oh, Luchasaurus is in a bad way here. Brock just not even taking his time, just handing out hurt. Luchasaurus, you can see, giving it everything he has to fight back into this, but it might not be enough. As you see Brock shrugging off that big kick. Barely affected by that body slam. Off the ropes here. Absorbs that shoulder tackle. Brock may have winded himself, though. 10 solid minutes of throwing Luchasaurus around the arena. Another gut wrench there. Brock takes a bit of time to gather his breath. Gets a double underhook on that belly to belly to help him with the weight. As you can see there, Brock may be tiring as he's varied up his offense a little. Can still absorb those shoulder tackles though. Eats a clothesline. Luchasaurus looking for some little ray of hope here. Getting a little something going. Into the corner now. Got Brock tied in the tree of woe. Boots to the midsection of the big man. Always a smart idea to try to take a guy's wind. But Brock easily countered into that back suplex. Oh, air raid crash from Luchasaurus. Big move there. Follows it up with a second one. Oh, big tail whip. Taking his time to catch his breath here. The important moments of the matchup. Let's see how he can follow up a second tail whip. Feeling it now. Drags Brock away from the ropes. Big body slam. Choke slam from Luchasaurus into the cover. 1, 2. No, just a 2 against Brock. And a clubbing blow to the back sends Luchasaurus down. Another one to the head sends him down. Lucha fighting with all he's got. Another air raid crash. They've been working wonders into a pin. 1, 2. Another 2 count there. Lucha's starting to feel that momentum. Brock trying to cut him off with every suplex. Both men down. Both men up at the same time. Oh, Luchasaurus sent right back down by the beast. Into the corner now. Big shoulder thrust into the midsection. Luchasaurus trying all his might to counter these suplexes. He's getting hit with about 85-90% of them. Oh, big rush here. What a combo. Got Brock Lesnar dizzy. Another tail whip. Off the ropes again into the corner. Brock able to recover quickly, though. Just clubs Luchasaurus down. Gets his breath back. Slow and steady. Just calmly throwing suplex after suplex as Brock Lesnar. Oh, choke slam out of Lucha. Moonsault pin. 1, 2. No. Just a 2. Thought he might have surprised him there. I thought Lucha thought the same. Just back suplex after back suplex. You see Brock not throwing those big Germans like he was earlier because he's winded throwing that big man around, but still able to have his way. Oh, big boot there, but counter with a clothesline. Both men down again. Lucha up first. Surprising. Oh, and eats a huge throwing belly to belly. Just when we think Brock doesn't have anything left in the tank. Big suplex there. Oh, a nice gut wrench there. Trying to keep him in the center of the ring. Headbutt from Luchasaurus. Just throws him down. If that was a choke slam, he didn't have much on it. Oh no, another big belly to belly. Tried to get him over the ropes and just ended up throwing him into the ropes. Oh, backdrop suplex into the corner now. And another F5. Half a dozen of them. Luchasaurus is up though. Another half-hearted choke slam. I think he's just wrestling on instinct at this point. A third. Oh, another increasingly violent backdrop from Brock, who has enough and just locks on a key lock. If I can't knock you out, I'll tap you out, he says. Luchasaurus clutching at his neck there. Impressive showing from Luchasaurus, Firefly member, but after 20 minutes of getting dumped on your noggin by Brock Lesnar, he changes up his tactics, gets that neck hold with that arm lock, that key lock in. Luchasaurus, no choice but to tap your winner and still NXT champion, Brock Lesnar. Go ahead and save after that. Okay, we got 3 more matches. Coming up next, one of our newest signees, Kota Ibushi, who arrived with the New Japan Championship, aka the IWGP Championship, putting it on the line against former All Japan champion and now GWA staple, the mighty Zeus. Zeus is going to be looking for that jackhammer, going to be looking for that choke slam. Kota Ibushi going to be looking for that Golden Star Powerbomb or something fancy off the top, like a Stardust Press or some sort. Something crazy. Or that Kamigoye knee strike to the face. We might see that at some point as well, as he has evolved his game to be less off the top rope as he has transitioned into a heavyweight. Zeus has always been a heavyweight as far as I'm aware, and will be looking to use that power to his advantage against the smaller Kota Ibushi. But Kota Ibushi, one of the most versatile and well-rounded competitors in the wrestling landscape today. And should be known, holds that New Japan title with pride, though, strangely enough, won it within the first few months of my loading up this Fire Promoter universe, and then quit New Japan. So they've been a freelancer for the better part of this 3-year journey, finally landing here full-time in the GWA and bringing that New Japan title with them. We are now able to fully populate cards with 10 title matches. That's ridiculous. But what better way to build our popularity than having a monthly night of champions? And speaking of champions here, you see champion and challenger Kota Ibushi and Zeus going tooth and nail, fighting for the prestigious IWGP International Wrestling Grand Prix Heavyweight Championship title. Exclusively contended here in the GWA, the gnarly wrestling aisle. Both men looking to establish themselves early in this contest. Zeus looking to have a bit of an upper hand as far as I can tell, but these advantages are usually momentary, unless you can really string some impressive offense along. Air raid crash out of Zeus here. We saw that out of Luchasaurus. It was pretty effective against Brock. A regular part of Zeus's offensive barrage as well. As we said, he's going to be looking for that jackhammer or choke slam. Oh, thrown to the outside now, but Kota Ibushi just getting a bit of a breather, waiting for his opponent to return to the ring. Big clubbing lariat there out of Zeus. Into the corner we go. Got Kota Ibushi perched on the top rope. Brett's rope suplex, that's the most dangerous rope. Oh, and a big clubbing forearm there. The challenger now starting to pull away from the champion. Ahead on points, ahead on punishment. We'll see how Kota Ibushi responds. Reverse into the corner there. There's that big choke slam. Drags Kota away from the ropes. Into a cover.
1, 2.
Oh, almost. Almost, says referee Mr. Bigfoot. A 2.9. Can't get much closer than that, and Kota Ibushi knows it. Trying to go off the offense here. Create some space. Trying to change up the pacing of the matchup. Getting his legs involved now. Kicks and knees to the body of Zeus, who responds with stomps and clotheslines. Big suplex takes your NWA, or excuse me, your NJPW champion out of the ring. The IWGP champion, formerly representing New Japan. Big
right, and he's signaling for the Kamigoye, and there it is, but Zeus shrugs it off. Ibushi feeling it now after he hit it once. Pele kick to the back of the head. Oh! Flipping side slam, counter out of Zeus. What a response. Just drops him with a meaty chop to the chest. Kota now kicking him with everything he's got. Shot to the face isn't going to do it. Zeus wins that strike exchange with a clothesline, but both men are down. And Zeus is up with a jackhammer. 1, 2, no! Kota Ibushi kicks out. Into the corner now. Lariat to Zeus. Zeus responds with some elbows. Suplex counter there from Ibushi. Ibushi's still got to fight from underneath there. Quick combination. Try to get around him. Second combo of kicks. Drop Zeus that time. Oh, stiff kick to the back. Pulls the challenger back up. Zeus still able to hit that flipping slam again. Kota again counters with those rapid fire strikes. Is sent out of the ring by Zeus. Smart strategy from the challenger. There are no countouts or disqualifications on the floor. Anything goes out here, including this jackhammer. Oh my! Jackhammer on the floor to Kota Ibushi. Looks like he's shrugging it off though. Oh, stiff kick to the face of Zeus. Kota is dead center of the ring, daring his challenger to get back inside. Whoa, both miss wildly. Choke slam from Zeus though. 1, 2, 3, we got him. The winner and new IWGP champion, Zeus. His secondary finisher, that choke slam, does the trick in a 5-star classic. What a matchup between Kota Ibushi and Zeus. Might see a rematch in the future. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, hang on here. Is that our first title change? It is. Wow. Usually there's a bajillion. And I certainly don't want to jinx it. Okay. Hang on one second here. I am on my, as you should be able to hear the paper, I am literally on my piece of paper doing my roster. Hang on. I have to erase where it says that Kota Ibushi is champion and put the championship in another spot. There we go. Okay. I have it written as New Japan because it references that in game. Otherwise, I would confuse myself if I told myself it was the IWGP belt, etc., etc. Okay, I probably already say, but I'll just do that again obsessively. Coming up next, our semi-main event. We always put the GWA titles in the main events here. Scorpio Sky, who had a, I don't know, they did okay. Strangely, we don't have a lot of junior competitors, and Scorpio Sky hasn't competed for any junior title so far, and have earned themselves a shot against Rey Mysterio's and their junior heavyweight championship of the world. The GWA junior champion Rey Mysterio against Scorpio Sky, coming your way. Our first of 2 main events here. Proud junior champion Rey Mysterio, back in his winning ways after a bit of a drought in which he challenged for and lost a number of title opportunities before landing or focusing his training and refocusing on the junior division, going back to his roots, and heading to the top of the GWA junior division as the GWA junior heavyweight champion of the world. Scorpio Sky looking to taste their first, savor their first taste of gold, singles or tag, I believe. No, that's not true. Scorpio Sky and Marufuji were briefly tag team champions of the world, so looking for their first taste of singles gold here in the GWA. And so we have a lot of titles, and it's very hard to keep track of who's won what
and when. I can tell you for sure, Scorpio Sky currently holds no belts, and Ray has one he would very much like to have. We'll see how things shake out, as Rey Mysterio, normally described as one of, if not the greatest counter wrestler in the history of the industry. Normally not the one to take the match on the offensive, generally waits for his opponent to make a mistake or bring the fight to them so they can counteract, more of a counter-acting wrestler than an acting wrestler, if that makes any sense. We'll see how they adjust their style in recent months, or have adjusted their style in recent months, and it has led them to GWA Junior Championship Gold. So, as you can see here, no qualms about throwing out a frog splash in the opening minutes of a contest, but Scorpio Sky, not worn down enough. Not worn down enough at all. Certainly not on that second attempt, where he didn't even get off the turnbuckle. But Ray, as we said, definitely bringing the fight more and more in his later matchups. No longer solely relying on his opponent to mess up. Not that to say that isn't very much still a part of his game plan. Meanwhile, Scorpio Sky, 20-plus year veteran of the North American independent scene, has wrestled an incredible variety of opponents, as has Rey Mysterio. Probably not too much either of these men haven't seen in their travels. So we'll see who can surprise the other first and most effectively. I feel a roll-up might decide this one, as opposed to any sort of definitive knockout, but that remains to be seen. Bit of a stalemate thus far, as both competitors just sort of trading preliminary moves, sizing each other up, going counter for counter. Neither really known for their striking offense, as we said. Rey Mysterio more of a counter-offensive wrestler. Scorpio, I guess you could describe him as a North American indie-style wrestler. Roll up here, though. Two count as you hear the crowd appreciative. Master of the roll-up is Rey Mysterio. Off the ropes again. Big drop kick to the chest from Scorpio Sky. Ray into the corner now. Amazing that 2 count on Scorpio Sky seems to have a little bit of a fire underneath. He's starting to string together some offense as you see that vicious dragon sleeper he had in a camel clutch position there. Hits a TKO on Ray now. Up to the top goes Scorpio Sky. Waiting for Ray to stand. Missile drop kick to the chest. Low. Ray goes low. Into a pin. Thought he may have bumped Scorpio Sky's face on the mat hard enough to daze him for a 3 after that low drop kick. Another TKO from Scorpio Sky, though. Rolling Ray over in the middle of the ring. 2. Almost did him in. Tried for a third one, but gets rolled up. Just a 2. Barely a 2. Scorpio Sky, quick to escape. Ray's reputation for counter wrestling and rolling up his opponents, internationally known. You don't have to study much tape to realize he can get you from anywhere, shape, or form. Any way you want to put Rey Mysterio in a position where he can somehow roll you up, he'll figure out a way to do it. Oh, gut check time for Ray, though. After he misses another frog splash and then get hit with that big move. 2. No! Rey Mysterio again showing his resilience. Another TKO from Scorpio Sky. Could this do it? No! Mysterio getting stronger kickouts. Rolls through on another TKO attempt. Bit of a broken record from Scorpio Sky, but if you hit them more often than not, why not keep trying? Enziguri from Ray. Says this might be it. Looking to successfully defend the junior title here. Off the... Oh. Thought he might have had him off the ropes. Cutter from Scorpio. Into that camel clutch dragon. Vicious submission here. But Ray able to break the hold. Fast and furious of the action here. Neither competitor letting up. Looking for that knockout blow. That one move, that one mistake the other will make. Another gut check for Ray. Pops up quickly though. More knees to the gut. Keeps him down this time. No, roll up. 1, 2, no. Scorpio Sky quick off the top of the 450. No, 2 count there. Back and forth.
Bray, springboard, Hurricane Rana. 1, 2, no, 2 count again. Another TKO from Scorpio Sky. 1, 2, no. Back and forth, 2 count after 2 count for both competitors here. Another TKO for Sky. 2. The cornerstone of his offense, it seems. Looking to put Ray down and out. 2. No, Ray refuses to stay down. Off the ropes now. Wheelbarrow Bulldog from Rey Mysterio. Oh, gets countered into a cutter. Both men down, but Challenger up first. Back into the Dragon. Back into the Dragon. Ray's got a tap. Too much damage done to the head and neck of Rey Mysterio. And Scorpio Sky has ascended to the top of the GWA Junior Division. All hail your new champion. With the Dragon Clutch, Scorpio Sky taps Rey Mysterio. Pardon me one moment while I update my my roster page. My literal clipboard here. Okay, Ray no longer champion. Scorpio Sky, GWA Junior Champion. Look at you, buddy. Congrats. Well, that's nice. Our second consecutive title change. Can Shane Taylor make it a hat trick? As he impressed Roman Reigns so much as his partner during last month's one-night six-person championship tag team tournament, that Roman Reigns decided to put the GWA title on the line against the big man. Let's see if Shane Taylor can take advantage of this incredible opportunity. Or if the Tribal Chief will remain your GWA Heavyweight Champion of the World. For the final time tonight, your referee, Mr. Bigfoot. Both men here are going to want to put their power on display. Shane Taylor, definitely their bread and butter. I would think the weakness in Shane Taylor's game might be a cardio aspect, whereas Roman Reigns is more well-rounded in that respect, probably has a stronger cardio game. Certainly probably matches power for power with Shane Taylor. And we'll see if his championship experience will propel him to a successful defense here, or if the heart and desire of Shane Taylor, relative newcomer here to GWA, will propel them to the top of the mountain here in the Gnarly Wrestling Aisle. Crowd responding to every blow out of Shane Taylor here. Really behind this guy. To this point. Whoa, big counter there. Slow to warm up to Roman Reigns. Not quite as accepting of the land of sports entertainment export as he might have liked, though that's kind of the story of his career. Kind of comes with the territory when you have such immediate success as a Roman Reigns does, as he burst onto the scene and immediately defeated Darby Allin for the championship. Darby Allin now a part of the Firefly stable under Bray Wyatt. Developing story here in the GWA. Taking some time off to heal their neck currently. Here they got a bit of a vacation this month and a raise from the offices, so shout out to Darby Allin there. Feel better soon. Meanwhile, current champion Roman Reigns starting to get into the swing of things against his challengers. You see a series of suplexes there, off the ropes, Superman punch. Just like that. Looking to position Shane Taylor in dead center in the middle of the ring. Now he can hit that spear off the ropes, or he can drop you in the center of the ring and go to the corner and wait for you to stand up dizzy and then spear you out of your boots out of the corner. Either way, Roman Reigns can take you out. Most likely to see it off the ropes though, not out of the corner, but you don't know. Here it comes, spear! Shane Taylor pops right back up though. Exploder from the champion. not letting up his offense for one moment. Though he has to catch his breath there. Gives Shane Taylor a moment to maybe mix things up, but no, gets dumped to the outside. Oh, big suplex counter there from your champion Roman Reigns. Anything goes on the floor. No count out, no disqualification. Gotta win the match in the ring though. Oh, turns him inside out with a clothesline, does Shane Taylor. Roman responds with a snap suplex. Gets up quickly but is dizzied by his own actions. Suplex there from Taylor. Big side slam now. Another clubbing clothesline. Taylor starting to roll some offense together. Gets cut off with an underhook belly to belly. Roman Reigns starting to tire himself a little bit. Trying to throw the big man around. Shane Taylor looking to fight his way back onto a more even playing field. Gonna get back into this thing. Oh! Huge right hand out of Shane Taylor there. And a snap suplex of his own. Drags Roman away from the ropes. Roman, though, commonly trying to take the advantage back. Another underhook belly to belly into the corner this time. Side slam from Taylor. Up top goes the big man. What a big splash, but too close to the ropes. Damage may have been done, though. My word. Roman Reigns responds. Some vicious knees to the midsection. And another underhook belly to belly. Really using Shane Taylor's weight against him. Again with that exploder as well. Just trying to disorient and injure his opponent enough to put him off their game so we can hit that spear off the ropes, that Superman punch off the ropes or out of the corner. Big spine buster there. Might even go for that sit out razor's edge we've seen him employ. Shane Taylor, though, trying to hang in here. You can see how the amount of punishment they've absorbed. Oh, timing not quite right there for Roman Reigns. Didn't get the spear off. Both men down after a double noggin knock. Now they're just going to slug it out. Shane Taylor needs to get a bit of a breather here if he can take some time to do it. Roman Reigns not going to let him up. Big clothesline there. Oh, shot to the ding-ding from Roman Reigns. That's not quite as sporting as I would like. Shane Taylor, the big Kishi driver, though. Doesn't have enough to make the pin. Sucking wind is Shane Taylor. Sends him off the ropes. Big clothesline, but again, doesn't have enough wind to follow up. Shane Taylor, half out on his feet, gets suplexed by Reigns. Reigns starting to exploit that advantage, working the midsection. Setting Shane Taylor up on the top. Shane Taylor counters, waiting for Roman to stand. What does he have in mind? Big diving clothesline off the top from Shane Taylor. But again, doesn't have the reserves to follow up. Got to get some time to take a breather. Huge spine buster from Roman there. Big suplex out of Shane Taylor. Champion and challenger both down. Oh, uppercut to the back of the head. Snap suplex out of Reigns. Dragging Taylor away from the ropes. Taylor's up. Taylor presses back against Roman to counter. Again, finally able to catch his breath a little bit. Another snap suplex. Again able to catch a little bit more breath. Shane Taylor coming on strong now. Huge clothesline, turns him inside out. 1, 2, no! Shane Taylor almost became champion there. Could have knocked him out with that blow. Roman Reigns counter with a timely spine buster. Shane Taylor trying his best to fight him off. Big Baldo blow with a pin. 2, no! A second one. Too close to the ropes this time. Waved off by Mr. Bigfoot. Turns him inside out with another lariat. Away from the ropes. Got him up. Roman countered. No. Taylor got the suplex off. Another snap suplex, but Roman rolls through and is up first. Back press countered by Taylor. Got him where he wants him in the middle of the ring, though. Oh, another spine buster from Roman Reigns. Trying to recover some energy here. Off the ropes goes Reigns. Big back body drop from Taylor, who's already getting tired again. Roman Reigns working the midsection to expedite that process. Another snap suplex from Shane Taylor. Taking his time now. Reigns has got him up. Here it comes. Big sit out Razor's Edge. 2. No. Taylor escapes at 2. Side slam from the challenger. They're both up at the same time. Trading blows. Big clothesline from Shane Taylor. Roman back to the midsection. Thinks this is it. He's feeling it. He's feeling it off the ropes. Ducks a big boot and hits a spear. 1, 2. No! Shane Taylor kicks out again. What resilience from the challenger. Off the ropes again. Dodges the spear this time. Suplexes Roman down. Roman's got to be thinking, what do I got to do to put this guy away? Spear after spear, and Shane Taylor kicks out. Shane Taylor, though, unable to make a pin after hitting their finisher just the once to this point. Another vicious spine buster out of Roman Reigns. And another. Into the corner there. Decks the man. Baldo bomb out of the corner. What a counter from Taylor. 2. No. Roman kicks again. I thought that was it. Big clubbing clothesline again from Shane Taylor. Roman countered a suplex with one of his own. Roman trying to find that room, trying to daze his opponent so he can hit that move off the rope. Shane Taylor, his offense is all in your face, though. Exploder into the corner, buys the champion a bit of time. Off the ropes again. Superman punch. He's letting Shane Taylor back to his feet, though. This might be a mistake. Snap suplex from the challenger. Able to catch his breath as Roman fights his way back to his feet. Another snap suplex takes Roman down. One for Shane Taylor this time. Out of the Tribal Chief. Regular size suplex. Just stomping away on him. Roman setting him up for, as we said, looking for some variation of the spear or Superman punch to be his knockout blow. Shane Taylor's going to be looking for that formerly Rikishi driver, don't know what else to call it. Superman punch out of Roman there. Off the ropes again. Missed time though. Throws Taylor into the corner and trips on his own way across the ring. Shane Taylor looking to take advantage. Calling to the crowd for support. As we approach the 30-minute mark of this one. Another snap suplex out of Taylor. Big side slam right onto the Polar Bear logo. Roman trying to fight back. Another suplex. Shane Taylor able to hit these medium moves, trying to hit something of a knockout shot. Upgrading the suplex there. Let's see what else he's got. Roman muscles him down. Says it's over. Underhook belly to belly. Shane Taylor back up though, and now they're slugging it out again. As we said, half an hour strong, and we're still going. That's what the GWA Championship means to both men. Huge spine buster. Suplex. Shane Taylor pops right back up. Clubbers Roman to the mat just to be able to try to get a bit of fresh air or a bit of air into the lungs. Able to create a bit of time and space. Off the ropes there. Another backdrop. Shane Taylor trying to get his win back. Baldo bomb again. 1, 2. No. Roman out again. Off the ropes. Bowled over by Shane Taylor. Roman Reigns unable to finish Shane Taylor. Likewise, Shane Taylor unable to hit his finishing maneuver on Roman Reigns to knock him down and out. Tilt-a-whirl slam from Reigns. Off the ropes goes Reigns again. Eats a big boot there from Taylor. Oh, big backdrop suplex. Another suplex from Taylor, countering Roman that time. Trying to look for that knockout shot. This could be it. Big clothesline. Gotta catch his breath. What's he going to hit? Off the ropes goes Roman. No! Doesn't get the timing right. Both men bump heads again. And when you can't figure out in your head what to get in your life, go to Jumbo Mart. Huge lariat! Flipped him over! No! Just a 2.9, another lariat! Pin him again! 1, 2, no! Stronger kick out this time from Roman. Off the ropes of the big Superman. I only think he hit half of it. Shane Taylor able to sort of shove Roman off in the middle of that Superman punch. Side slam from Taylor there. Off the ropes again, but Roman barely has enough energy to hit that Samoan drop. Both men sucking wind here as we're 35 minutes deep. No time limit in this one. We gotta have a winner. Another massive spinebuster from Roman Reigns. Shane Taylor, though, fighting back. Will not go down without a fight. Roman's trying to get him standing up. Dizzy for the spear, and there it is. Hooks the leg deep. 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns retains. What a contest. What a showing from Shane Taylor. Absolutely worthy of the main event slot. But your champion, the main event player, the tribal chief of the GWA with another 5-star title defense, Roman Reigns. That last spear proved to be the difference maker. Wowzers, what a match. Shane Taylor going places. From relative obscurity in Ring of Honor to main eventing, a 5-star main event at that, on our latest GWA showcase. Wowzers, what an event! The doctors say Lucha will recover completely. The injury will stay with them. Does that mean he's done? Oh my gosh. Luchasaurus may have to retire? I have to check that out. I gotta write that down. Okay, I did Penta versus Finn. Is Luchasaurus have to retire due to injury? Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh wow. Brock, what have you done? 45,000 strong. Wow. Oh my goodness gracious me. So Dexter Lumis and someone Lee, or Keith Lee I guess, won some NXT belts. Here we got some... Hey, Marufuji, it said. I think Marufuji just won a Noah belt, you silly boys. We'd made $2.5 million off that show. Nothing noteworthy. What are you talking about? Luchasaurus may be grievously injured. We're gonna have to investigate that before we sign off, just because I'm legit worried. And why wouldn't I be? Oh, Dominic in America. I don't know who that is. That might be another quote-unquote fake wrestler. Will Ospreay wants more money. Nakamura wants more money. Gargano wants more money. Okay, I'll do those quick. First and foremost, so that was Ospreay. I don't know what you're making, but let's give you the maximum raise because we absolutely have the currency for it. Absolutely. Whom else? That was Will Ospreay. It was Nakamura. There you go. And Johnny Gargano was the other one. Johnny Gargano. Whoa! I mean, you're already making a pretty penny, but there you go. I try to offer maximum raises. Okay, before I do anything else, wrestler stats. Where's Luchasaurus? Out on doctor's orders for 6 months. Okay, so... Okay. Maybe Maybe that just means long-term injury when they say this injury will stay with them. That scared the crap out of me. Long-term injury I can see because you got dumped on your head for 20 minutes by Barack. That just means I'm going to have to start recruitment for the Fireflies earlier than I was anticipating, because I can't have a stable where only 3 people can wrestle. How's Darby doing? Darby's alright. How's everybody else doing? In terms of condition and all that. Shane Taylor. What a match, buddy. We're going to give you some time off. Oh my goodness. Xavier Woods in that match against Dayton O'Brien took a beating as well. Hang on. Yeah, Marufuji has come back with some one half of a tag belt. That's awesome. Thanks. Okay, everyone else do it? Yikes. All right, I'm just double checking everyone's condition here. Obviously, condition out for a while is no good. Everyone else is kind of okay. Let's do my training center maintenance. I like to do that right away so I have it taken care of so I don't have to worry about it next week, and I can start right into the booking of or displaying of GWA action. So let's just do our quick monthly maintenance fees there. Man, oh man, those are our monthly expenses just based on contracts and stuff, huh? We can still offer a contract and... Oh yes, I don't know exactly whom this person is that they were referencing. This free... whomever this Dominic something or other might be. Because I don't necessarily know where they would even be showing up. Oh, there it is. That's got to be it. Dominic Garini. The Bone Collector. That's a fake person. Ooh, Calvin Tankman. Hot diggity. How do I bring them in? Anyway, I was just watching them doing some collective shows. They're doing awesome. That is probably going to do it for me for today, though. We did a lot. We crowned some 6-person champions in the first show. In the second show, we went 10 for 10 with title matches, and we got a couple new champions out of it. And we entertained the crap out of about 90,000 people total over those 2 shows, and made ourselves about $2 million in the process. So all in all, a couple of good months of business for the GWA. And a good 3 hours of action, at least as far as I'm concerned. But that's going to do it for me for today, and I'd like to thank everybody for watching, no matter where when you happen to be. I'm wishing everybody out there chill vibes and, for the moment, non-contact high fives. If you find yourself in possession of a plethora of positive energy, please share it if you could spare it. And don't forget about your old pal, the Silent G, Rad Gnarly, saying so long for now. I'm going to be back Friday afternoon to play a brand new game for the Sega Genesis? Come join me for Tanglewood. But until then, TTFN. Let's see if we can't find someone to share some love to. Okay. Hey, let's go say hey to Evan. All right. Thanks for hanging, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow, and if not, thanks for spending the time with me you did. Take care. Let me hit my fancy button here.